Z on the lips. Back attack, dude.
Bon voyage!
Hey, yo, homies, good.
Slide down them big hills, you know what I mean, on the big, nice burgundy snowboard.
All right, welcome to the Bomb Hole, which is presented by Run Through a Wall Smelling Salts. And today we got a great show for you, presented by our sponsors, Bubs Naturals, Nidecker, Run Through a Wall. And they don't know it, but Utah Valley Curbing is also a sponsor of this show. Today in studio, we got Jeremy Jones co-hosting. What's happening, Jones?
Not much, man. Hyped to be here. This is dope new setup.
Yeah, first time in the new studio.
First time in the new studio. It's a vibe.
I got to say, I've never seen you in here no bonnet. For the listeners, he's not wearing a hat.
It's a new vibe. It's a new everything. And got a young cat in here, so I think it fits.
He goes no bonnet. We got our shipping guy, Danny Spadero. If you've ever got a box from the Bomb Hole, it's packed by Danny back there. Danny, how's it feel?
Good. Sorry if anything was late on the orders, but I'm feeling strong today.
Dan, you're drinking on the job right now. Might have to report that to HR.
I am drinking on the job.
And we got Joey Fava in studio, the guest of honor. How we feeling? What's happening, Joey?
I'm feeling good. A little nervous, but I'm excited. Excited to get into this.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. We're going to have a good time today.
Yeah, happy to be here.
For those who don't know, Joey is one of the most talented, humble, hardworking kids in the game. We're talking street rails, park jumps, backcountry, whatever's in front of him, he devours the terrain. Coming off a world-class backlip, landing him a podium at Red Bull Heavy Metal. He's a true destroyer, humble kid, and we're going to just get right into it with a hot topic. A lot of people call you the Crab Walk King after you went viral at, where was that, Mammoth?
Yeah, that was Mammoth. We were there for the ThirtyTwo sales meeting in, I think, December that was.
Yep.
Viz got surprised with the boot, and we kind of started just filming some stuff. It was me and my Aunt Vanessa and Scott Stevens one morning. We kind of just went on our own little thing. It was probably 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's kind of like how Scott probably says, kind of just right out the gate, got his phone out and started just ripping down the trail, and he got one little snippet of me, and I'm going backwards, like kind of doing the crab walk or whatever in this little edit that he made. And then the next day, Brian Cook was like, "Yo, High Def Jeff, you should probably get one of these on camera with
like
Joey."
A big camera, not an iPhone.
Actual camera. So that ended up kind of just happened naturally, and then the next day we went out and filmed that, and then it kind of just, it worked.
It went crazy on the internet.
It went crazy viral. I don't know, 10.6 million views or something like that. Damn. I gained 25,000 followers from that one single post, which is like insane, which is really insane. Like, I don't know. That was unreal, I guess.
That's a stat.
You just kind of banged us over the head with that.
Straight up.
But I think the one thing to talk about too is, everybody else is riding park, trying to get clips for this park edit that we made, the spot check. And I love that about Scott, and, the way we grew up snowboarding is like some days we're just going to go ride groomers and like fuck around and butter on our snowboard and jam off of side hits, and doesn't matter what you're on, but you're always buttering around, laying into presses just on the snow. I'd love to hear you talk about the inspiration for that type of snowboarding.
I don't know. It's kind of growing up in Bryan Head. It was kind of, we didn't have the greatest park or anything like that. We'd always kind of just butter around on the snow, mess around and have fun and charge just straight down the hill. It's like sometimes I want to stop. Like I just want to keep going and keep riding my snowboard more and more. But that kind of just happened naturally, and I think that's kind of maybe how it got so viral, was kind of just in the moment, and we captured that, and it ended up taking off. So
Now I noticed that after you complete a crab walk or tricks generally in this genre, a lot of times you look back up the hill and it's almost like a look that you want to maybe stab somebody in the jugular. What's the mentality there?
It's kind of some Lucas Magoon inspo, kind of stare back at it, kind of let him know who's boss, I'd say.
You got to let him know who's boss. It's establishing alpha male dominance. I love that. That's fantastic.
I love it. I think that it's the heaviest afterbang maybe I've ever seen, and it's like But it lands. It lands
It's
every
fun.
time.
It makes
It's
me want
pretty
to
sick.
it makes you just want to fucking punch something. It's like that vibe. You know what I mean? That's the like it's that fucking clenched up fuck. You know?
Exactly,
That's the
dude.
vibe that he's going for. I love it.
Exactly.
With a Joker smile from ear to
But,
ear, too. It's
Can
insane.
you give us a quick tutorial of the crab walk? Can you talk us through, if somebody wants to do that reverse shuffle, we're describing.
Let's see. So when I actually see people doing it, I see them kind of moving their board forward when they go down the hill, like going toes.
Yep.
But it's kind of, you got to go like backwards down the hill. You got to throw your legs like kind of behind you. And I think speed is kind of the key with that.
You're on your
one.
heel edge going
Kind of
backwards.
on
down
your
the hill.
heel edge going backwards down the hill. And honestly, I seen an old video of Scott recently doing one, and I don't want to claim that I'm the first one to do this. It worked out for me. It blew up, but I was definitely not the first one to do that. So but
Any edge catches on that? Because that could be violent.
I haven't yet, actually, surprising, but knock on wood.
Nah, you know how
I
to do
think
it.
it's kind of just funny, like I kind of put it away as a thing, but I don't know. It worked out for me, and now a lot of people know me about the crab walk, so it's kind of cool. It's interesting.
The crab walk hits. The
Yeah.
crab walk
It hits. And
It
what's
does,
your
yeah.
vibe? I mean, you said when you see people doing it, you meant when you see people doing it wrong, right?
I guess, yeah, or trying it. Like I don't know. I think
would
it's
do it
cool
wrong.
to see people trying it, I guess, or doing something after that I did. It's kind of like the G-Don challenge, how everyone kind of started doing it. But
Could you do it on a rail, one, like if you had like a two rails,
and 2 rails,
or like 2 small boxes kind of side by side, and then like tic-tac them?
Maybe could. I seen Austin Viz actually do one on like a flat tube. He kind of did it, which was pretty damn sick. But no, it's cool. It's cool to see other people out there trying it, and I don't know, it's pretty
Take
rad.
up
dude.
some home plates,
Yeah.
like baseball home plates, and make little pads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a little lily pad situation.
Yeah.
So we got a guest question from your brother, Pat Fava.
Oh, sweet.
And I trimmed it up because the previous part of his question was asked. You have a lot of guest questions, by the way.
Awesome.
So we're going to hit Pat's second half of his question. Here we go.
What is it like not being able to ride less than 110% all the time? Because I really wonder what that's like. And question 3, you were just at Hood, and maybe you gifted something to somebody. Tell us about that. For the little homies, All right, can't wait to hear. Peace.
So I cut that
Yeah.
because there's a double repeated
Yeah,
question.
another-
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
started at question 2 of 3.
Okay.
So that's why it was kind of clunky.
Okay, first part, 110% riding.
Let me back that up to provide a little context too,
Yeah.
because what he's describing, just for the listeners, is that if anybody has ever snowboarded with Joey, he's never riding at 50%. As soon as he straps in, he's putting all of his energy and he's just attacking the mountain. And so you're always riding 100%, zero chill. Now go ahead and take a why.
I don't know. I think it's just that same feeling as when we were kids, going up the mountain, going up the chairlift with your homies. It's just, I get the butterflies going up. It's still every damn time I go up the mountain, I get so excited. And like, I just can't wait to strap in just because, I don't know, it really is something so special and so thankful for. It really just puts you in the moment. And I just think that's kind of when everything flourishes. It just happens, is kind of just being really in the moment and present. And that's what snowboarding does for all of us. And the fact that I go so hard is just, I don't know, I just love this shit so much that I want to do the best I can as long as I can. So I don't know. I think it's wanting to be better and better, and, just charging as hard as I can is just fun. It's fun to me. I don't know. I like going fast. I like, causing some ruckus on the hill, but it's, I don't know, it's dope.
Definitely shows.
Yeah.
Watching you ride a Brighton is so sick.
Yeah, thanks,
Seeing you from the
man.
lift is always so
It's
fun.
just-
Watching you hit the park.
Yeah,
If
exactly,
Joey's strapped in, it's
dude.
happening. Something's happening. I don't know what.
People are
but-
snapping their necks on the lift.
Yeah.
People are snapping their necks.
Have you had any broken neck injuries due to your snowboarding from people looking back? No, so
An advisory warning for people watching Joey.
Keep your eyes on the hill. Do not watch Joey. It could be dangerous.
Well, I want to tap that real quick because I think charging as hard as I see you from the lift, there's two people that I would see from the lift that really I just want to see. You were one of them currently, and back in the day it was Brandon Ruff. Like the dude would just like that. I just would follow him the whole way down, and you're very much fit that vibe. But that charge hard mentality, it's wild because when I put myself there, that's my film mode. I'm like charge hard film mode, and watching you literally at Brighton taking runs looks like you're in film mode, and it's nuts. Like I don't know how. I mean, your brother's spot on. Like how do you maintain that? It's crazy, but it doesn't look intense for you. It just looks fun.
Exactly. I don't know. Just riding hard. It's just fun. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, going back to that though, one thing I was thinking about, we're just going to jump around here and jump forward, but when you went to Red Bull Heavy Metal in Duluth a few years ago, you were on track to basically win that thing. You were destroying the first two zones, and then you went for that double backflip.
Yep.
Got severely injured.
Got really injured.
And you were on the couch for, it felt like a year or so.
Yeah, so that was a big injury, probably one of my biggest ones I've had. That one was hard for sure. I just signed on with 32 like right before that. Like just got my first contract, which was a really cool thing, and very, very thankful for that. Because throughout that whole year, I probably wouldn't have been able to pay my rent, or I would have been really down bad, struggling a lot. And that just little bit of money helped me cover my rent, and that helped me out so much, and I'm so thankful for that. But that was just, I learned doubles that summer. I was in Woodward Copper. I was chucking doubles, so I think I was kind of just like fired up. In the moment, everyone's watching. New first Red Bull Heavy Metal contest back is like pretty sick to be a part of,
Huge crowd.
Huge crowd. Yeah, thousands of people. But after looking at it, like looking back up at that drop to ice chunk landing, I was kind of like, what was I thinking? But I remember I was standing up there. There's probably one or two more drops left for everybody, and I was landing almost everything. And I look at Pat and I'm like, dude, I think I'm going to do a double backflip. And he looks at me. He's like, dude, no, like you don't got to do this right now. Like, I think you're fine. And I think I was listening to the Misfits in my head. Like, I was just like, fired up. That energy you guys are just talking about, just like, I'm going to fucking do this shit. I don't care. Like, I'm going to land. I'm going to land this shit, whatever, And after watching the video, I just fucking go in, like, chuck, dude, like grab both knees, flip twice, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm still in the air, dude. Like I am still kind of fucking high up here. So I opened up and my tail hit the ground, and when my tail hit my top of my top leg, my knee went all the way inward, and I got up. Everyone was stopped. I kind of like checked, but everyone thought I probably hit my head or something, and I was like, I'm fine, like I'm good. And I got up to ride away, and my knee, I could just feel it. I like rode away to the side, like my foot just wanted to like stay out to the right. Like I just felt something wrong in there. I went and sat in the tent with the athlete person, and I was sitting there like talking. I was like, all right, like I think I'm good. Like I'm gonna go back out there. Like I need to go to this next zone, like that mentality of like wanting to keep charging. But I like took a couple more steps. It's just like, all right, like I can't do this right now. So I ended up partially tearing my MCL, my LCL, and cracked my femur a little bit. So that really took me out for probably, over a year, I would say. Probably took me a good solid year and a half to be like fully stable or want to like push myself again on a board. I didn't really want to rush into anything and injure it more than what it was. So that was definitely hard times. I was really thankful. Like right after I got hurt, I was at home, and it was like X Games were on. I think the Olympics was that year. So it was kind of like I was just chilling at home watching that still, and like it worked out, like I don't know. It was definitely a hard time, and
Yeah, that's what I
kind of learned a lot from that fall. I don't have to, looking back at it, I don't have to do a double backflip out of a 2-story building anymore. I could have done an indie grab and I would have been just the same, you know? So that kind of taught me how to kind of take a step back, relax, think about everything first, think about what could possibly go wrong. So.
I love that, first of all, what you just said. And I also would love to hear you talk about the time on the couch, man, because we talked a little bit when you were injured, and you were like mentally going through it. You know, you just got this momentum, you just got this new contract.
Exactly.
You're fired up, you're a freaking pit bull that's ready to just attack anything on a snowboard in front of them. And you basically just ended up having to like deal with a lot of mental struggles. I would love to hear you kind of talk about what you learned from all that time on the couch.
I'd say that the biggest thing is it's okay to slow down. It's okay to be injured. You got to be okay with it, or else you're going to lose your mind. Really, you're going to go crazy. But you just got to take it, you know, day by day and really put your time into the therapy, because I want to get back and do what I want to do. But it was definitely not easy seeing everyone still go snowboard, my roommates, everything, going out every weekend, like walking around on crutches and stuff, like struggling kind of hard. And it's all just a learning process. It's part of what we do as athletes. It's going to happen at some point, sometime. And if you can't handle it, then maybe find something else, you know, like you got to learn how to deal with it and like get strong. And I started doing physical therapy. Shout out to this girl, Megan. Give her a shout out.
Whoops, I gave her
wrong one. But shout out to her. She actually like kind of snowboarded. It was kind of down south a bit. I started going to physical therapy with her, and she kind of understood like the snowboard thing, like kind of understood the squats and everything. So she really, really helped me get back on track. And I was going on it 2 times a week for probably a couple months. And then I like saved some for the end of the year, kind of just to do stuff on myself. But that like really, really helped me a lot. And just doing physical therapy and trying to get back. But
Eating healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we hope you guys are enjoying the Joey Fava episode. We got a couple updates from the bomb hole. First things first, we're doing a back to school sale. So if you guys want some new hats, you want to keep your dome piece looking fresh, we're doing 15% off at bombhole.com. Use promo code BACK2SCHOOL with the number 2. Again, that's 15% off your order at bombhole.com. Get yourself looking fresh for the new school year. We also have new hats, and we also have merch at Milo Sport. If you're in Salt Lake and you want to support a great organization, check out Milo Sport. We did a tour of our new studio as well on our YouTube. So if you want to check out the new old studio, we refurbished. I'm going to say we refurbished the garage. Silk chopped up an edit of us cruising through here. And we got the urinal. We got everything in there. So check it out. Again, bombhole.com. And with that being said, let's get back to the show. All right, Joey, I think we should maybe run it back to your roots, where you're from, and your family dynamic, because you guys grew up as a crazy snowboard family that, you know, you and your dad did so much snowboarding together. But yeah, take us back to where you're from.
Cedar City, Utah. I grew up down south. I grew up riding Brian Head Resort. Shout out. Brian Head is so special. So thankful for that place. It's only maybe 8 chair lifts, but grew up with a really good group of homies, honestly, down there. It was me and my brother Pat, my brother Vinny, my sister Lauren used to snowboard quite a bit, my sister Morgan a little bit, and my pops. And I think my dad, he just loved it so much. He would go on trips, maybe like when he was late in high school or something. He'd go up to Mammoth from Southern California. He would go to Big Bear, and I think he just fell in love with it so much that he wanted to share the love he had for that to us. And I think we really grabbed onto it at such an early age. And especially my brother, both of my brothers, honestly, my brother Vinny, he was, I think, more into it than me and Pat. He was on his shit back then. He was always watching like Mark Ass Monday edits in school. He'd always talk about like, you know, the opening scene is just 2 bears humping on a freaking TV, just sitting watching that at school, you know, like just shit like that. Like we'd just be watching snowboard edits and stuff in school, like no matter what. Or elementary, we'd go to elementary, and intercom would come on and be like, hey, Joey Fava, like, come to the front desk. And you're just like, fuck yes, dude. Like, I'm going snowboarding right now. Like, everyone knew it, dude, at the school. Like, he's going snowboarding. The front desk lady would just be like, hey, like, come to the, like, you're going to go out, whatever. It's a sick day or something. So my pops would always call and take us out and just go shred, dude, and just fucking enjoy it. And we'd probably have, I don't know, we had a little Pontiac, some little, I don't know, 4-door car, but we'd probably have fucking 6 of us packed into this thing. My dad driving, one in the front seat, probably 4 of us in the back. It'd probably be like me, Pat, our other homie Julian sometimes, our homie Dusty Hannah. But it was always just fun. It was always just so fun going up to the mountain. And my dad, I think, just wanted to share that with us and how special it was just being in the mountains on the weekends and hanging out with our buddies is, yeah, just very, very cool.
Well, we happen to have a guest question. A very prestigious guest question from none other than our boy, Chris Bradshaw, about this subject.
Wow.
Here we go.
Bomb holders, what's good? Grindies, what up? It's Bradshaw. Heard you got my man Joey up in the booth. Yeah, player. Yo, Joey, why don't you tell us a little bit about the passion of Papa Fava? I remember he used to drive you guys southern Utah all the way to Big Bear, just a shred for the day. Give us another cool story or talk about the drive your pops has and how much he loves this shit. Let us know. Peace.
Wow. Bradshaw. Whew. Fucking love you, dude. That dude means a lot to me. Means a lot to my dad, too. And wow. Thank you for that question, Chris. I love you, dude. Whew. I don't know why I just got emotional there, but I just did. Yeah, I think he was just saying how Pops is just, he would fucking pack us in the van. We'd go do peanut butter rail jams we started doing when we were probably, 2008 or 9. I was probably, 10 or some shit, 11 probably right around then. And Pat was, I think, probably like 12 or 13. And he took us to Mount High. They would do a stop in Mount High. They would do a stop in Big Bear. And then they would do a stop at Brighton. And we kind of started doing that. I think that's kind of how we started. That's how we met Bradshaw, probably way back in the day. But I think Pops kind of started seeing an opportunity for us to go do these contests and kind of get our name out there, and I guess kind of just get away from Brian Head as well. And it opened us up to a whole, different realm of snowboarding, or like kind of humbled us real quick of like seeing these other riders that are ripping, or coming to Brighton and just seeing how hard these riders like are. You're like, holy shit, like we got to step up our game a bit. But I don't know. I think my dad's drive was just for us to have fun. I think that's kind of all he ever wanted for us. I don't think he was never up there like, hey, if you don't do this trick, you're not gonna be able to come back here, the next day or whatever the fuck it is. He was always just like, let's just have fun. Let's go up the mountain. Let's hang out and just have a good time. So I just think, yeah, I don't know. I think very highly of Pops and just so thankful for that and what he's done for us and giving us just this beautiful life we get to live.
I love that. And the thing that mentioned there too is also, a lot, like you're mentioning, a lot of parents are kind of hockey dads where they're standing on the sideline, do the back two, whatever. Your dad's getting the piece right next to you boys. He's gap 50 in the king, dude. He's out there to get his.
Exactly.
And he's like, which is so dope.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's kind of what it was too. He had just as much as fun as us, and he just seen it. And ever since me and Pat more so were like, this is what we're going to do. Like, this is really what we're going to do. And that kind of led up to us one weekend at Brian Head. We ended up filming this just GoPro video. My older brother Vinny wasn't there that weekend, unfortunately. That's kind of just how it went. And he was just as good as us, but me and Pat, we made this little GoPro edit, fucking around with our friend Julian. His name is Julian Dumlow. We called him Dumbass. Julian Dumbass, like, AKA, also known as Dumbass. Like at the end of the video says AKA, also known as That's just so funny. But yeah, we just made this little GoPro edit, fucking around at Brian Head, like a kink box. I don't know. Probably only had 1 or 2 rails at the time. The rest were just boxes. And we ended up making this edit. Ended up getting on Yo Beat in a Banshee Bungee contest against this other kid, and everyone had to vote which was which, who was better. I think the kid ended up winning, which is pretty whack, but I'm just kidding.
Whack.
Whack. No, and then that's kind of what it started for me and Pat. We ended up getting an email or a call from Dave Graves. Give him a big shout out. Dave Graves is Kind Bro, is his Instagram name. It exactly explains him as Kind Bro. But he ended up getting me and Pat on the Children of the Graves program, or just COTG, and kind of got the ball rolling from there.
What is the Children of the Graves program for those who don't know?
Children of the Graves, it's a Colorado, Utah regional rep crew, and it's kind of his little gang. It was me, Pat, I think Jonas at the time. Ryan Collins, I think, was on it at the time. A couple other people. But yeah, we ended up kind of started just getting floats and boards. I think maybe Pat got like a free board at once. I think mine was like half off the first year or something, which was still like would just help my dad out so much for him not having to buy us another snowboard or whatever it is. Like he probably scraped by just by, getting us all season passes to Brian Head. Like we were even lucky to have that. And so that honestly was just
brands?
CAPiTA, Union, and Cole.
Yep.
And I think even that was just a big step for us, and just to help my dad, like not have to keep buying us snowboards all the time that we're destroying every single day. And just, I think since then, like we were just so appreciative, and still when I get a box on my door, I'm like just so thankful for it, just I feels like a little kid when I opening up, so yeah, that's kind of that.
We got a guest question from Pops. Let's hit this thing, dude.
Here we go.
Yeah. Shout out to the legend. Here we go.
Hey, Joey, it's your Pops here. Good morning. This is a question. What'd you do with the money you won from your PBRJ championship in 2015? And maybe how much fun we always had getting there and coming home. Love you.
Dope. Legend. Give him a shout out.
Give him the super air horn?
Yeah, let's give him the super air horn.
That's fine, that.
Cheers, Pops.
Yeah, straight up.
Cheers. Yeah, so that kind of started. We always grew up watching High Cascade videos. We always wanted to go to High Cascade, but we would never have the budget for it. My dad probably never was able to maybe, get $6,000 to send us all up to camp when you have kids flying up there all summer long, It's
What does
like,
your dad do for work?
My dad does flooring. He's done flooring, contractor kind of worked for himself since he was probably my age, younger, probably 16, 17. Been doing flooring his whole life.
Happy customer right here.
Yep. He did Chris's floor. But so I think he said 2015. I think it was 2014 championships. I placed in, I think, on one of the stops, and you get qualified to go to the championships. They take top 5 of each zone or of each category, which was like 15 and under. They had 16 and over, open division, and girls, so 4 or whatever. But I ended up winning the whole championships in 2014. We went to Mammoth, and I did my first ever cab 270 450 out on like this flat hitching post rail. And I remember doing cab 270. I was like, damn, I think I could maybe do that. And I ended up like, I think 1 or 2 tries after I did cab 2 450, like landed. And I remember like riding down and seeing my brother Vinny at the bottom. He just got his arms up, like just cheering. And I was just like, no fucking way did I do that. And it kind of just started right there. I was just like, all right, like kind of got this, Hike back up. There was a step rail in the middle. I think I did no slide pretzel on that. And then there was a long flat down rail. And I just did back 50, backboard slide to fakie. And they score you on each zone. And I remember, we were all just kind of standing around, and they did the announcements, and they like announced like 5th, 4th, 3rd, and I was like, fuck, like, I don't think I made it, like, whatever, like, I don't think there's any way that I placed or whatever, and they called 2nd, and they called 1st, and fucking, yeah, I ended up winning $1,200. I won, like, a Fender ukulele, backpack full of shit. I won a Volcom snowboard, which is all white top sheet with the black bottom with the Volcom symbol. I still have it in a wrapper at home, like, just sitting, you know, so I'm gonna hold on to that thing probably forever, but I ended up using that my own $1,200, probably the most money I've ever had back then or whatever. And I started a GoFundMe to get me to camp, to get me to High Cascade. And I ended up spending my own $1,200 towards camp. Started a GoFundMe. A lot of people raised money towards that. And then my aunt made a deal with me. She's like, I will pay the rest if you graduate high school. And I think I was in 8th grade at the time, or maybe about to go into 9th grade. And I was just like, all right, like, done deal. Ended up graduating a year early, so she may owe me something still. Boom. But that was, you know, that was so awesome to show up. That's actually back to Dave Graves. I didn't see him for a year or two, right? And he ships me a 125. I should have been riding a 135 or something. Could have went to the demo center and got a fucking snowboard, but I was just like, no, this one's good, dude, chilling. Just snowboarding on the skateboard, basically. I couldn't even fucking ride, really, the whole
125?
week. Like, yeah, 125, bro. Like, so tiny. But I don't know, I think I have a clip, and my coach was Johnny O'Connor. Woo! He taught me switchback ones that session, and my counselor was Christian Sparks. And like, we knew C Sparks from Vegas to going to Brian Head a bunch and stuff. So like, just rolling up to camp and seeing C Sparks, and then just having, you know, Johnny be my coach was just surreal, dude. Like, it was insane. So that was a big session. That was just a time of my life, you know, like, ended up paying my own way to get to camp.
How old were you?
I was 14.
Damn.
14. I think
Jock's,
Benny Milam was there. I think Miles was there that session. It was dope. It was
Jock's
really
a good coach, too. That's what you lucked out with your coach.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get, depends on who you get.
Yeah,
mixed bag,
exactly.
You know?
And I remember being in, was I in Seattle right before that? I think so. But I always wanted like the team bindings, and there was like the 10-year one or something, whatever. It was a green one. And I went to the warehouse. Riley Goodwin shout out, he ended up giving me the pair of green teams. I remember being like so hyped, dude, and like sitting at the house like, Pat, whatever, I got these teams like all fired up. He hits me back up. He's like, hey, I miscounted. I'm gonna need those back. I remember just being like, fuck, dude. Like, I got my first pair of tees. I'm all stoked. And he fucking took them back, shipped them up. I'm pretty sure Don Wheeler got them, dude. He's like, I miscounted. Like, I'm going to send them up to Canada or some shit to see Don Wheeler, right? I'm like, fuck. But anyways, I get these Flight Pros, and I roll up to Johnny, and he's talking. He's like, what colorway is that or some shit? I'm like, I think these are next year's. I don't know. And then like right there, it was just like, we started just chatting, and it was dope. It was really dope. That was a time I'll always remember, you know? But
good times.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Riley for taking those bindings back.
I guess second
fantastic.
part of that question to answer. But I think the second part was what, the van, he said?
Yeah,
all the
stories
in the van. Oh, man. We had a green GMC van, had a little TV in it, had a VHS tape. We had put movies in it. We watched probably Movie Grind and some other snowboard movies in it, but a lot of stories, a lot of things happened in that van. We're going like across extraterrestrial highway, you know, middle of nowhere, man. Homie Dusty's like, dude, I don't know, he peed in a bottle, and we're like, dude, you won't drink it, dude. Like, no fucking way you won't drink it. He's like drinking his pee in the bag, fucking spitting it on the ground. Like, his older brother, he like called his older brother. He's like, dude, like, because his older brother is just funny too, like my uncle, close, you know. But he was like, I drink my own pee, and his brother's like, why the fuck did you do that, you know? Or just like, just stupid little stories like that, dude. I don't know. Like, my older brother Vinny, we're going to Mammoth once, like, he was a little faded. He was probably drinking at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, hey, Vinny, can you give me that Gatorade over there? And he just grabs it, just chucks the whole thing at me, and it hits me. I just get up, start fucking wailing on him, start punching him and shit. It's like fighting in the back of the van. Dad's driving us. Like, so many stories in that thing, dude. Those were honestly some of the best times ever.
Let's talk about Bubs Naturals. Now, I love talking about products that I use on a daily basis. And for me, that's Bubs Naturals coffee. It's fantastic. Bubs Brew. It's Whole30 approved. It's fair trade. It's USDA organic. It's mold free. And it's just damn good coffee. And if you're like me and you need to get stuff done, I chug coffee. So be sure to check out Bubs' Brew if you're interested in getting some coffee. Now, if you drink coffee all day, you might get a little dehydrated. You want to rehydrate? You get Bubs Naturals Hydrate or Die. This stuff will replenish you. It's got 2,000 milligrams of powerful electrolytes that are made from nature, not a lab. It's not loaded up full of sugar like a lot of these other hydration packs. It's good for you. And I'm telling you, staying hydrated is key. Whenever I'm tired, whenever I'm low on energy, half the time it's because I'm dehydrated. So I feel so much better when I am chugging hydration packs with my water on a regular basis. So if you're interested in picking up some Bubs Naturals, head on over to bubsnaturals.com and use promo code BOMBHOLE and you'll save 20% off your order. Again, bubsnaturals.com, promo code BOMBHOLE. I got to wonder, because Pat's older bro, and you're younger bro, and there's a lot of angst with the younger brothers. I'm a younger brother myself. And so, it sounds like you guys beat the shit out of each other as a kid. He was telling me stories about one time you kicked in the door on your face. How was it?
We were in Mammoth. We were all in the van, right?
I don't know.
We were all in the van.
Yeah, that's what it was.
We were talking about
about this, excuse me.
That was like our last fight. I think it was fucking Christmas morning, dude. It's like, I don't know what the hell we did or what happened, but I remember he did something to me and we started fighting like at the top of the stairs. He's like punching me. I'm punching him and he fucking grabs my head and he full on fucking knees me in the head. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And he like knows what he did, right? He gets all scared and he fucking runs to his room, shuts his door. I just run, jump, kick the door, like break the whole fucking thing, dude. And I'm like, oh, fuck. It's like, I'm going to get pissed, dude. Christmas morning, dude. Like, we're going to be fucked, dude. Like, Dad's going to be pissed. It broke his whole door, all this shit. So I think I remember I kicked the door. I looked at Pat, and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, all worried. My grandma lived next door. I, like, run around the back. I'm, like, sitting outside, like, fuck, dude. My dad's going to kill me, dude. Like, oh, shit. And then he comes back. He's, like, making breakfast, and Pat like held his hand out and I punched Pat's hand and my dad thought I actually socked him and he like threw the spatula in the house. My dad left for like 3 hours on Christmas Day. We're like, fuck, he's all gone. We're all like bummed, all sad and shit. Christmas Day, fucking thanks, boss. That was like our last fight, dude. It's so fucking funny, man. It's funny, yeah.
Oh, Pat told me you went through a spitting phase as a kid.
Yeah.
A spitting phase?
Yeah, I would spit on a lot of people, dude. Like, dude, I was a little fucker, dude. Dude, there's a story. I don't fucking remember this, but my uncle said, dude, we were hanging out, whatever. There was this little kid, and he's playing Xbox, right? And like, I'm like, hey, like, I don't remember this, but my uncle said, I was like, hey, if you don't let me play, like, I'll pee on you. And the kid was like, still wanting it, and he said, I started peeing on the kid.
Just urinated on a stranger's leg? Yeah. Nice. It's a boss move.
I was a fucker, but growing up with 4 older siblings was rough. Survival, but
yep.
Spitting phase, yeah. Probably did all of it, dude.
Yeah. That's incredible. That is incredible.
Oh, man.
Who did you look up to as a kid when you guys were like coming up, when you guys were in your youth?
We watched a lot of 411's volume, but I think Tech 9 for sure. Like Tech 9 really was like, we wanted to wear the baggy shit. We wanted to, be gangster, I guess you could say, or whatever it is.
Wear
baggy.
Sure.
Yeah, so I grew up, watching Field TV as well, back then.
Field
And
TV.
seeing Lucas Magoon, just fucking owning shit back then.
Boost Mobile, where you at?
Gooner is really someone I looked at growing up riding. Bradshaw, you, Chris, and Scott, and Rav. I really, I think all those people, all you guys, you could probably see it in my riding, I guess. It really shaped me and how I want to be and how I want to snowboard. And Lucas, is a big inspo to, actually to meeting him, to riding with him is just, that dude he's special, man. Yeah.
Dude, I feel like your riding is if you took like Gooner and then you took Bradshaw and then you sprinkled in a little Stevens craftiness and you fucking shake it all around in a bottle and then you get Joey Fava.
That's
exactly.
it.
Yeah. Wow, that means so much, that means a lot.
Also all its own though. These are just flavors that are in it, and it's so it's sick to see
Flavors in the cauldron.
Exactly.
Yeah, your shit's your shit.
Yeah.
Still.
But growing up watching Familia, probably watched that 1,000 times. Grew up watching every single spot check. We grew up watching those, and we just have loved 32 since day one, and kind of that was the shit back then, and a lot of Sundays in the park and just all of it. I don't know.
You been on 32 for a while. How did you get on?
This was we started coming up to, they would do, it's March 2nd, they would do a rail jam and a banks, rail jam and a bank slalom, and we started coming up. Shout out Brandon Hobush.
Who would do it?
32
32
day.
would put it on.
32 day.
Yeah,
It's on 32.
32. But Brandon Hobush, dude, we grew up watching Brandon a lot too also. And Pat would dress like him and want to be like him and ride like Bush. And, I think he posted a photo of Pat, or we posted a photo, and Pat's wearing the same thing, the 3-hole mask, looking just like Bush and stuff. And we ended up meeting him, I think, 132 day up here and just hanging out. And then I think maybe that year or following, I forget, but he ended up taking us to Big Bear. We were chilling in Cedar. We get a knock on the door. It's Brandon Hobush. We're like, no fucking way. I was 12 and 14, and Bush is taking us to Big Bear. We're like, no fucking way. This is crazy. So he took us out there. I think we got a couple clips in a Sunday in the park, or Pat did. I think he did a double front flip, which was insane. Damn. But and then that kind of ended up, I think, seeing Bush being on 32 and Christian, and just always, we backed it so hard back then that we always wanted to kind of be on it. And then we were, I think, riding Saga gear at the time. Oof. We went to 132. This is actually cool. I rode the lift with you, with Chris. I rode the lift with you, and I showed you this video where I think it was me, Pat, my brother Vinny, maybe someone else. We're pulling bungee in Cedar. I had no shirt on, just fucking trying to hit this step rail or whatever. I remember it. I remember this whole thing. I remember showing you the clip and everything, and riding up Millie. We were on Millie together. Then riding down. We did the contest, I think. And then I remember we were all hanging out at the Millie Chalet. And said bye to everybody, said bye to you guys and stuff. And then I remember walking out, and I just hear, I think it was Cook or you, and you guys hey. And I was like Pat. I looked at Pat. I was like, yo, no fucking way, dude. What? And I think it was you and Cook walk up to us, and Cook just goes, what size boots are you guys? And I was just like, no fucking way, dude. No way. So me and Pat were just right there, let's fucking go. We go out in the parking lot. I think Christian Hobush was there. I think Seabush is he's like, do you just want to run boots? Do you guys have an outerwear thing? We're like, fuck no, dude. We're going fucking head to toe. Christian Hobush is like, go take that shit out, go fucking burn it, dude. And we were just fuck yeah, head to toe, dude. Do us up. I think Cook gave Pops a bunch of boots in the van, gave us gear right there. And kind of since then, we're it was just it just felt so good, and just so thankful to be a part of 32, really. And having that is just amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I walked over to Cook. I was like, you should put these guys on.
Yeah, wow.
They're fucking
Chris,
sick. It was awesome.
That means a lot.
Good move.
It's good times.
It means a lot.
But I also feel
Truly.
you know what I think is so cool about you guys too is you guys are so grateful and humble, and you love the shit so much. There's a lot of entitlement that happens in this game, and you guys are the anti-entitlement crew. You guys are and it's just fucking awesome. It shows in your riding how much you love it, how much you appreciate it, your passion, your drive. And so it's fucking awesome to thinking back to then to where you are now and how you've grown up. It's been super fun.
Yeah, it means
Yeah,
a lot.
back that
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it means a lot.
So I think it's a good time. We were just talking about a bunch of videos. I think it's time for a special part of the show we do a lot. Danny, do you have any idea what this might be?
No idea.
Joe?
Something from Familia, probably.
No, well, I'm talking about the name of the segment.
Oh, name that video.
Okay, how we feeling? Confidence level?
I'll go 8.
8. Okay, I like
That's
that.
high.
All right, we got a two-parter for you. First one, here we go.
Opener of every single person's part in 2032. I probably heard that shit. Dude, Pat would leave his fucking TV on in his room next to mine, and I would hear that shit playing over and over in the menu.
menu loop.
Just
Oh my
over
God.
and over.
Dude, we did a 30-something day premiere tour all over US and Europe. And we've heard that's like every segment of every like by the end it was making us delirious. We lost our
It'll grind you so hard.
Yeah. Like not again.
Oh
no
my
more.
God, that was a good one.
No more.
That is so funny, dude.
Okay, so you got part 1 of 2. Can he go 100% 2 of 2? Jones, do you think he has it?
I think he's got it.
Okay, here we go.
Lucas Magoon, Familia.
Damn it, that was too easy. I knew you were gonna get that one. But you know what? It's good you did because you talked about how much you watch Familia.
Yep.
If you fucked that up, that would have been bad.
That's
That would have been bad.
That's true.
Kind of pained. I had a feeling it was going to be that song.
Yeah, as a
did
meatball.
I.
I'm sorry. You got both. They're both fucking meatballs. Those are both bad. Okay, part 2. Name that video parts for our listeners. If you know the song, comment on the photo of Joey on our Instagram. That's where we pick our winner. We got a new sticker. Has it arrived yet, Danny?
It's in weather delays, but it'll be here by the time they get the answer.
Okay.
ready.
Yeah. So it says I won name that video part, and all I got was this
Stupid sticker.
And there's other stickers in there.
That's sick.
It's a very anticlimactic prize pack. We're sorry in advance to whoever wins. Okay, here we go.
But niggas get jealous, somebody get shot, you in love, might make you lose.
Great video part. I'm sure Joey knows that one. Do you know that one?
No. It's
Okay.
not- I do know the song. It's not ringing a bell right now.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you guys for playing. Name that video part.
You got through it.
Yeah, good job. Oh, he gets a prize pack.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We got you loaded up with Bomb Hole
What?
merch. You said XL.
Yeah. I do it in
Nice.
a double XL too, just in case you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You got him
Read in
some
the
bonnets?
room.
You get him
Read
some
in the
bonnets?
room.
Perfect, dude.
All right. Shout out to Pashley. He sent us these nice tote bags. We got Bomb Hole.
what?
Good for your snowboard gear. You can put your
Wow.
boots and all
Wait.
your stuff in there.
All mine?
Yo,
Yep.
that's nice.
Yep. Did you get the water bottle too?
Who sent you that?
Oh, we got a water bottle for you too. We forgot to do that.
That'll match my
Thank you,
DeWalt
guys.
tools, that bag.
Yep. Yeah. I know a guy. We might be able to get you one. So congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
And we were
job.
just talking about Gooner. So I got a guest question from
Oh.
the one and only
no way.
Lucas
dude.
Magoon. Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Joey, what's good, bud? Here we are, back in the bomb hall. Well, Chris gave a shout, got some questions. So on the mind, are we going to see some more shuffle variations off of the mountain and into the streets? Also, are we going to see any of these shuffle maneuvers on any other features in the street other than the ride out? But other than that, it's great to see that the shuffles are in the mix with your style shredding. You know I love it, and I know the people love it, and it's great to see. And also, you got a pretty mean shiver in the mix too, my dude. So, yeah, that comes down to it. Are we going to see more shuffle variations in the streets? I would like to see it, and I bet the people will too. Well, God bless everybody and all the good things, and keep it going. And we'll till next time. Keep it 100. Love y'all. Peace.
Yeah, Lucas. Actually, I think I just had a conversation. I forgot who, but they're like, "Are you going to take the crab walk to the streets?" I seen Mike Rav do it already at the Butter Pad. He kind of did one at the Butter Pad here, local in Salt Lake. But I've always wanted to do a crab walk to backflip off something. So kind of like off a cat track or something, but that wouldn't be like in the streets. In the streets, I don't know.
You can find a spot like that.
Take it backcountry. Do it.
Backcountry
nice
would be
wide,
crazy.
like flat
like
lit.
a cornice, like a pat down.
Dude, Brighton all
that
day.
would be
Those
sick.
pat down.
That I
is
could
so
almost do
sick.
something like that, or I don't know. Maybe I could take it to a feature or something, but it's really not on my like list to do. You know, I kind of maybe put it away already.
Yeah. Also, you mentioned the shiver.
But the
Why don't you explain
shivers-
what the shiver is to the listeners?
Shiver is you kind of lean back and you put your forearm out and you kind of like can plant on your forearm, I'd say. And man, I don't know how Lucas does it sometimes. I think we were at the back of Bjorn's house and he was doing a couple and I was like, doesn't look that fun. It looks kind of painful, but he's so hard body that it doesn't even matter, dude. Just fall bam onto the table. But
It's basically body slamming a
basically
table.
body slamming a bacon table, exactly.
He
But
forearms
I
kinks.
I fuck with the shiver plan.
Have you ever
so
tried the
much,
foreskin
dude.
shiver ever?
Foreskin shiver all
Yeah,
the
it's different
time.
than the forearm.
That's kind of my favorite.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Oh, I love it. But, well, yeah, I don't know if he's actually just talking about the shiver plan or he's actually talking more of the crab walk because I think they call
he
it the
calls the
shiver
shuffle.
too. Oh,
The shuffle
That's
is
what
the
it is.
crab walk.
So the shuffles, yeah.
I think
But-
the shiver is unique. There's not. I think you
Anything-
two are the only ones.
That can like
Bridges can kind of tee up.
Bridges.
Bridges,
yep.
yeah.
Shout out. Yep. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll take the crab walk to the streets. Maybe we won't.
The crab walk kid. I'd like to jump around for a second here.
Yeah.
What have you been doing currently this summer? Love to hear about your crew.
Working a lot. Working for UVC, Utah Valley Curb. Jordan Morse has this curbing company, and it's me, J-Mo, Kale Zima. Last year it was this other homie, Cody, that was working with us. I've done it. This is my second full summer. I did it for another fall before. I was landscaping before that. And then that kind of just fell into my lap. He had a position opening, and I was just like, yo, like, I'm down to work for you. And it is so sick. I am so thankful for it. He hooks us up. It's, we drive down to Lehigh every day. We get in the truck. We go load bags at a Home Depot and
Bags of what?
bags of cement. Yeah, I'd say, or a concrete. I guess.
Well, no, it's cement because
It's
that's
cement.
additive.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
And mix it with sand.
But they call me Joey Bagladoni. Joey Bags. I think Kale maybe gave me that. Kale Zima. Working with him, dude, I appreciate that dude so much. He makes work so much, like, just so fun, and being with him is just awesome. Like, I love that dude so much, and I think it goes both ways for all of us, or for both of us. But J-Mo, yeah, he hooks us up. He pays us every Friday, and it's just dope. It's just a good crew. It's hard work, and I don't know, we mix a couple batches at once. It's like 4 buckets of sand into the mixer. You do half a bag of Thinkcrete.
96-pound bags. For
96-pound
Yeah,
bags.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to move and cut whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I started in the mixer. I've kind of done it all now. I've mixed. I've done run barrels. You shoveled a little bit of cement into the machine, and it just pumps it out. Then you have someone who's troweling, and I've kind of done a little bit of all of it, which is really cool. And I don't know. I really appreciate it. I like work for, I don't know, a lot of things. It keeps me happy. It keeps me sane. It, like, gives me something to do, and I'm making money. And I'm outside with the buddies, so I don't know. It's awesome. But
Well, I caught up with the crew while they're in between jobs today, all on
No
speakerphone
way.
in the truck, the
No
UVC
way.
Crew.
We got Gavin, too.
We got a question for you.
All right, we got the UVC Utah Valley Curb crew. On the job site right now. We got Hale, Gavin in Denver currently, and we got a couple questions to ask you. 3-parter. The first one is, who is the softest on the crew? Part 2, who is looking for the spots the most? Could be snowboard or skateboard spots. And the last one is, who is the worst to work with?
Oh my God.
Good luck with that one.
He's really throwing me under the bus right here, dude.
That's a raw deal.
Okay. He said, who's the most fun to work with?
I don't think he asked that.
Or not most fun.
I
Not
think
most fun.
I think he asked who's the first one's who's the softest.
Who is the
Softest.
softest? Ah, fuck.
It's got to be someone. You can't dodge it. We need a name.
The softest? I mean, currently? Oh, fuck. I can't even think.
Just say it. Don't think. Just blurt it out.
Softest? Well, Jeff Holtz hasn't been working with us, but that's...
So
Jeff did work with us. He's little softy.
Okay, and then
Little lazy.
Who looks for the most skate or snowboard spots?
Oh, J-Mo knows where they're all at. We've been having Cal Ross skating, and he's like, dude, we're going down Provo Main Street, and he's like, oh, dude, he's like, that's where that spot is. I've been looking for that. It's like the fucking crustiest spot on the planet. It's like this little 3-foot rail, and he's just like, dude, that is so sick. It's just like the crustiest rail ever, dude. It's so funny. So Cal's kind of on his shit with that. But snowboard spots, I think J-Mo kind of knows where everything is
Utah
at. J-Mo
County.
knows where everything's at.
And then the last one
was
who is your least favorite person to work with? Is that what it was?
Oh man.
He's really
well. It's not
That's
Cal.
a raw deal.
It's not J-Mo.
not J-Mo.
Sorry, Gavin.
That's gonna be good banter on the job site.
It's good. It's funny. He's just a little late sometimes, or all the time. Ooh. But we get in the truck one day, and J-Mo's like, "Hey, Gavin, I'm gonna start having to cut your pay, dude. If you're late like every day." We're like, fuck, because we all show up late. It makes us all look bad, and we're like, dude, it's fucking Gavin, dude. So,
did you explain for the listeners what AI mode is?
Oh shit, AI mode
with J-Mo.
J-Mo, yeah. So sometimes we say J-Mo's AI. Doesn't drink water, doesn't eat food. He just fucking works. When he's in work mode, he does drink water, eats food. But we say he's AI because he just, like, the way he just walks through everything all fast as hell. He knocks on their door, just like, yeah, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna paint these lines, just starts painting these lines in their fucking grass and shit, just like all quick as hell. He works all fast and just like, we're like, dude, chill. Like, calm down a little bit, but he just works so fast that it's good. It's a cool pace. But
what's his?
It's so fun.
Also,
AI Jordan.
Kale's nickname. Kale's got a good nickname, doesn't he?
Kale, fuck, I don't even know.
I had it written down. Where the fuck is it? Hang on. It's Craig Batchman.
Oh yeah, Craig Batchman. Yeah, it was funny. We're all talking one day, and he was like, "Yeah, there was a guy who used to mix, and he used to smoke cigarettes, be huffing in the cement and smoking. Like he used to go to war. And then he was just talking about himself the whole time." I was like, "You fucker." But yeah, dude, it is funny. I love that crew, dude, and just hanging out with them every day it's awesome. I really appreciate it.
We got a challenge for you. We don't. Jordan doesn't know this, and but we're giving Utah Valley Curbing a ad read. I typed it up myself.
Wow.
And we'd like you to read it.
Okay.
I also have inspirational music to play in the background during the ad.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna need you to read this like it's an advertisement.
Okay.
And I'm gonna find this inspirational music, and let's do an ad for UVC. Okay. Whenever you're ready,
All right.
let's talk about UVC. Speak with some conviction here.
Hopefully I don't botch this. Are you interested in quality decorative concrete curbing to enhance your landscaping? Well, you are in luck. At UVC, we have the best curbing crew in the world. Not only are we good at curbing, but our staff can 50-50, back 360 off literally anything. Request a quote today at UtahValleyCurb.com. Tell them the Crab Walk King, a.k.a. Joey Fava, sent you for 5% off your order. Again, that's UtahValleyCurb.com. Request a quote today.
Wow. Yo, first take. First team, brother. Nice.
Holy shit. I gotta fucking be in an infomercial or something, dude. Fuck, hire me, dude. If you guys got any gigs out there, I need some more money.
We got the inspirational
Wow,
music kind of.
That
made
was
it.
amazing, dude.
You could say anything with this music. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow, that was good.
Today at the Bumble.
Yeah, so just tell them Joey Bags sent you.
Joey Bags.
And for the record, it's decorative curbing. Like if you got landscaping, you got to circle around all your planters and stuff. It's like it's curbing for your yard. I have it in the front. It's
good work.
Great. And I saw Jordan at AI mode. He got it done in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
just flying, dude. You're like, holy shit. So that was fun. Yeah, you guys got a good crew.
Yeah,
seems
it's
like.
amazing. Very thankful.
I'm glad you did that FT. I wasn't sure if we were going to.
That was a great ad.
Almost,
solid.
That was a great
I don't
ad.
read out loud, really.
Also, the visual of Kale Zima mixing up a giant cement mixer with a cig in his mouth.
Cigs breathing in cement. You're just like, dude, that is not good. Sometimes just wet, you're like breathing this shit in. You're like, damn, that's probably not healthy.
So what are you on lately? Are you on the bag still? Are you mixing?
I'm running batches. I would run batches a lot.
So you're mixing
you
it
dump
up.
the cement and you run it. You run the barrels and then you shovel it out into the machine. Yeah, kind of. On Fridays, Kale doesn't work Friday, so I trowel on Friday, which is dope. Kind of changes it up,
Nice. Kid's got the trowel in hand.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Wow,
pretty sick.
finish work's
Kinda doing
important.
Finish work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
exactly.
that's
kind
for
of
the
a
big
lot.
dogs.
Yep, exactly. Not for Gavin.
So in. Oh, not for Gavin. Tough day to be Gavin here.
We love you, Gav.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Okay, UVC, Joey Bags. This guy, what can he do? What can't he do? All right, I want to say thank you to all of our Patreon members. Thanks for supporting us. We have a Patreon question. If you sign up, you can find it at bombhole.com. You can pay to support our show, which is we're so appreciative of, and we're able to be dipshits in this studio. So thank you to everyone that supports. It means the world. This Patreon question is brought to you by Nidaker Snowboards and Craig McMorris. Let's tee it up, Craig.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Craig McMorris here on behalf of Nidaker Snowboards. We are continuing to give away snowboard boots for our favorite Patreon questions. Today, I'm holding the CAPiTA boot. This is the boot I ride. This is the boot I love. Why do I love it? External heel lock. You can kind of see it right there. A lot of BOA boots, your heel will lift up, not in these Nidaker CAPiTAs. That will keep your heel on the ground and you having a great day. Who else is having a great day? Cake Pound Crew. Why? You just want a pair of snowboard boots because we are choosing your Patreon question. This is the question for Joey. We are huge fans over here, Joey. Some of the best stees and kits in the game. I feel like great kit stees comes with great tunes. What are artists you listen to get you juiced up for crab walks? Looking forward to the answer, Joey.
What are we slapping in the headphones, Joey?
Awesome question.
Oh, man. Juicy J. A lot of Juicy J. Project Pat, for sure. 3-6 Mafia. Old 3-6 is always gas. It kind of fluctuates. Powder, I listen to maybe some more chill shit. I don't even know what, but
You guys were on that Mega Man track for a minute. You and Bradshaw.
Mega Man, is that 3-6 Mafia? Mega Man? I don't know, but
I'm tripping.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of 3-6 Mafia, a lot of Gucci Mane also. A lot of rap music, honestly. When I ride, I think I listen to a lot of rap. So. And then what was it? The kits or something he was talking
Well, he
about?
gave me just
gave me some props.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I already know. I guess it's time for another Dales.
Crackadales. You know what we got a guest question from? Speaking of 32, Cook teed up a question.
No way.
Here we go. Brian Cook, marketing director. I hope that's the head honcho at 32.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Grandy's Bombhole Squad, Brian Cook, 32. Joey, my dog in the booth, got a quick question for you. 2018, Brighton, 32 spot check. We brought out none other than Zeb Powell to have him hang with the squad and pass a vibe check. You and Pat Daly proceeded to tell that story. It's a funny one and insane trip. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. Bombhole Squad, you're the best. Grandy's love you. Joey, love you. Peace.
Love it, Cook. Fuck yeah. Damn, that was a sick crowd. The first time meeting Zeb. We were filming a spot check. We're all staying at the little lodge up there.
Mammoth Mountain Inn? Or
was that Brighton?
Oh,
that Brighton? That little lodge. We were all packed in there.
I remember.
And I think he's referring to us icing Zeb. And
sounds like
we were probably 16 probably, dude. And Zeb was probably my age too. And I think we just kept hiding up for Zeb to find. And Zeb was just getting fucking faded, dude. I don't think he's I don't even know or remember, but he just we kept icing each other, all of us, like all week, dude. We're just like slamming beers and shit, like getting faded, whatever. But yeah, I think that's kind of what he's referring to, right? It was just that. But yeah, meeting Zeb, that was special, dude. That kid is amazing. Love that dude.
Dude, I think just thinking back on all the 32 trips, we do usually 1 or 2 or 3 a year, I feel like. Yeah. And our crew is so goddamn fun. You got Zeb, you got Viz, Stevens, Phil, yourself, Fava Bros. Like it's insane. Bradshaw.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's so many crews that kind of rotating door of insane homies.
I think it's just like when we all get together, it's like
the energy is good.
The energy is so good, you know. It's just like we're just all hyped to see each other, and we all just want to have a good time. And I think it's just so dope, dude. It's just so dope. But
we got a good squad. And I think one thing I'd love to hear you talk about is the in-person factor riding with Zeb.
That shit is, I think we kind of both, like, we feed off each other so much. And, like, when I do ride with that dude, it's just like, all right, you kind of got to be on your shit. Like, this dude is throwing the craziest shit. But I think we ride pretty similar, like, more kind of in the moment. Like, you'll see him, his arms are to the left, then he fucking spins to the left, you know, like looks like he's gonna go front side, goes backside. Like the kid is so in the moment. I think that's kind of how I ride my snowboard as well, and I think that's kind of how we just bounce off from each other and just get so fired up, is just, you know, having fun and doing what we do, I guess.
I also love how you got that old school mentality too. Like we make these spot check edits where shout out High Def Jeff. He's in the trenches. Dude. We are putting him through the ringer, battling these tricks, and he's just standing there in the cold filming us. Yeah. But I feel like it's the old school mentality pre-Instagram where it's like we're making an edit and you know who's gonna get ender, who's gonna get
it's still like
that where everybody's it's switched more to like give me my iPhone clip so I can post it. But these things, like you've had some very notable spot checks, like the one we just did in Mammoth, the ender, that was fuego. You were going for it. Everybody was going for it, but you were really going for it.
And then Mission Ridge, we went to Mission Viz, we did one there. I got ender in that, which, you know, that was like, all right, this is Austin Viz's place. And he gave me ender in that, and I was kind of surprised. You know, I did this gap back 3. But, I think the first one we filmed was at Brighton in 2016 is, I think, when we were all staying at that lodge is when me and Pat kind of had our first clips in them. I actually just watched it, I think, last night. Like, I still go back and I still watch spot checks, and, you know, I love it and always have, and I probably always will, you know.
Don't let the park edit die. I love the park edit. I'm such a fan of the park edit.
Yeah, exactly. It's sick, dude.
And you know who loves the park edit? The people.
People
That's
love
what the people want it.
That's right.
I think. Yeah. I don't know. It seems like it.
Yeah. I'm down.
Dude, it seemed like in Mammoth, when we were there, you were on a mission, though. Were you saying to yourself, I'm going to try to get ender?
Looked like that in the edit.
I think that was like, because the year before I was still kind of coming off that injury is when Pat got his boot and stuff. Like, I remember Cook was like, yo, come out. And I was like, nah, like, I'm chilling, I remember. And I was kind of like, wait, maybe there's a bigger thing to this. That's like when Pat got his boot. So I think I only did like a spray or something when I was there. So I think the next year I was like, all right, like it's time to fucking do some shit. So I think it was good to actually be able to hang with the crew and snowboard like I do. And I was just very, very thankful to be able to do that, you know? So that was a blast. That was a good trip for sure.
Good times.
Surprising Viz with his boot was amazing, dude. It was just a good time to be a part of, you know?
I think that's cool that 32 still surprises people with pro model boots like you would a board. You know, that's kind of rare in snowboarding.
Yeah.
You don't see it as much.
Not as much, exactly.
Well deserved for Viz. Viz, another just insane in
that
person
dude too. It's kind of like he gives out like Zeb. You know, you just watch him and you're like, fuck, dude, I want to do that. Or like, how the fuck do you do that? You know, those two are amazing. Yeah, love those dudes.
Iz and Pat both are in that shit. That was that was cool.
Yeah, it's dope.
Collab.
Yeah, exactly.
And we hit the bowling alley after.
Yep, bowling. Exactly.
Zeb was DJing.
Yeah, you got Zeb on the DJ. Got Pat up there helping him out. But yeah, it's
who's a better DJ?
Good times. I don't really. I think Zeb. Sorry, Pat. Sorry.
Shots fired. All right, let's talk about another notable. I think this is one of the career highlights for Joey Bags. We went to St. Paul, Minnesota. Is that where it was?
Yep. Yeah, that was this year. This heavy metal.
Yep.
Was, I think they did one last year in Detroit, which I didn't go to. I didn't want to push myself or anything. And I think Pat won that one, which I didn't have to go because he won that shit. The sickest shit. I was so hyped for him. But yeah, this year I was ready. I wanted to, have fun and rip. And the first section was a little jump thing. You freaking winch in, everyone winch in, you have to throw it over the wall. It was like super sketchy. It would bounce back. Like, I don't know, it was pretty sketchy. I wasn't really feeling that. Shout out Viz, fucking pulling up and winning that section. And it was cool. They did first and second of each section, and then they had an overall winner. So it kind of makes it a little easier for you instead of being more pressure to like win overall or whatever. So like if you fuck up, you're like, all right, that's fine, whatever. There's another section after this. So I think I was just fired up and hyped to go back. I didn't get an invite. I was kind of bummed. I was going to go do the legendary bank slalom. I was going to go see my brother at Baker. That's where he is at. But I ended up talking to Cook. Sexton hit me up and was like, yo, I got you a spot. I was like, fuck, I got to go. So like ended up going kind of right after we filmed that spot check. We all flew out together, and then there was the second section was these two down rails. One was like a gap, one was just a down bar, then there was like a stair set after or something. And I didn't do too well in that. And then there was like, I don't even know, 40-foot kink rail or something like that in the middle, which was the third section. And
let me just back it up for 1 second too. The kink rail was the marquee.
Yep.
They saved it for the end.
Yep.
It started to get
Right
dark.
on the Capitol.
There was like thousands
yeah.
and thousands of people. Like people were climbing up on poles so they could see.
Yep.
It was a spectacle.
It's the finale.
Yeah. So this is the finale, just to provide a little context.
Yep, exactly. And then so that kind of led up to that kink rail. And I in practice I threw up a couple back lips on it. Actually, I was just like, I'm gonna try this, whatever. And I threw one on it, and I was like, damn, I could probably do this. I didn't really like think about it too hard, and ended up, I don't even know if I fucking made it through it at first. Like, I think I just did the back lip, and I hopped in once, fell off, and I hopped into it again, and I ended up fucking surprising myself, honestly. Like, locked in, went through the kink, rode off the end, was just like, no fucking way. Like, so surprised. Like, I don't, honestly still, like, that was probably one of the best feelings that I've ever had on a snowboard. And then ollie, landing, and then just the whole crowd, the energy. Benny Milam came running up, hugging me, whatever, dude. I was just like, I don't know, on top of the world, really, right there. Was on top of the world for sure. And then kind of just started from that. And then that was just to make it to the finals. And then I think Pat did like a 50 and a board slide and something else. Goop, Surf was there. I think he made the final. Switch no slide pretzel was unreal, dude. Then I ended up putting up another one in finals. I did another back lip. Wasn't as good. It was a little soggier. Came off it was still made it off the end. Then I tried like a back nose press back one, which is a little soggy as well. But I came on and ended up winning $2,500 and got the kink rail section, which is a really huge stepping stone, I feel like, for me, from getting hurt at the first one to not being able to do the second one to coming back and winning, taking home a trophy was kind of really, really cool. That's a big accomplishment for me. That's kind of what I wanted to do. And just walking through the airport, this big ass fucking trophy, everyone's looking at you, kind of feeling really good, just kind of flexing on everyone in there. Like, yeah, I just won this shit. What up? Yeah, read that shit. First place, bitch.
Yeah, let them know.
If you ain't first, you're last. Sorry, Goop.
Holy shit. But dude, when you landed that, I was on the mic with Richards. We were like hyperventilating, dude. We literally were about to have a straight up like
dude,
it was nuts.
Yeah, I know.
Like it was gnarly. It was icy. It was huge, like in the middle of the stairs. So if you come off on either side, like Benny Milam pinged, he got annihilated.
Freaking
exactly. And it was this is like a no joke situation. Like this is real deal, heavy backlip.
Yep.
And I gotta ask, like nobody front boarded it for the record. Like so you went straight for backlip. I think a normal snowboarder's like stepping stones would be like board side, front board, and then after the front board's laced, okay, let's start getting real gnar with the backlip.
Try backlip.
Why did you go straight for backlip instead of front board?
I think I'm better at them than a front board. I think like just the movement of it, getting on it. I did one at Bone Zone early season that was just like this long ass rail. I backlipped that. I don't know. I think I did a couple other ones.
And you also backlipped the spot kink rail.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, that was
so
a couple years. That was a couple years ago. So like, yeah, I mean, I still sometimes watch that and like, just like, damn, like I don't know, I get hyped on it and stuff, you know. So that was like, what we ran into you at Brighton. You're like the backlip heard around the world or whatever, you know. And it's just like, damn, like, it's fucking cool. I don't know. I was really hyped on that. And very thankful. And then the Lego homie or whatever, Lego Steez, like, made the fucking made the animation of me too, which I was just like,
sick.
I was like, damn, I made it, which is pretty sick, dude. Yeah,
sure.
kind of dope.
Well, I like the strategy in that too. Like you like throwing the back lip that quick, and what'd you say? You got it second
try when I did
it's
it,
like you just took the like front boards out of the game now. You needed front board something or like an in or an out now, right? So you sort of just shut it down early too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, kind of backlit, and everyone's just like, "Oh, like what the fuck?" Like.
Also, like if we're comparing tricks in snowboarding with like a method or something, you know, like a backlip is so timeless. A well done backlip, the way the body mechanics of it, the way it looks on the rail, that trick will look fantastic in 30 years if somebody watches it. You know, it ages well. It'll always look good. It's to me, I think the backlip is probably the most beautiful looking rail trick. The way you go up over the top, and when you put it in right, it's a good one to have in the Rolodex.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Feels the best too.
Yeah, it does. It's just like such a feel good, feel good trick.
And it's a pay to play. Like you hit your tail on the way up.
Yeah, competing. It's dangerous.
Back taco is not a good place to be. And didn't you do one?
Love a good old back taco.
Didn't you go to Mission Ridge and do a gnarly one for the CAPiTA thing this year?
No, I did a gap back lip on the kink. It was like a down, flat, down, and I gapped to like the middle section back lip, and then I was trying this gap back too, and I got pretty smoked.
You smashed your face on that, right?
On the back too. No, I like just kind of I was like just this big ass gap. Yeah, we were up there with a little CAPiTA shoot, and I just got pretty smoked. I had to go to the hospital. Like, was coughing up blood and shit, dude. Yeah, I was insane. But anyways, I was like sitting there, dude. I didn't want to ride down. And we get the ski patrol girl over. She comes over, puts me on the thing, dude. We're going up, and she starts to go around this sign. I'm like, is she gonna go fucking that way? Like, that doesn't look like good, you know? We're going up, and the whole thing just starts going to the side, starts tipping, dude. I'm like, fuck this. I jump off. She jumps off. It tips, dude. She hits her back on this tree. Like, the whole thing stops, and she was like, yo, like, don't say anything. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, can you help me? I'm like, dude, I'm fucking hurt. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to get her right out of here, and you're fucking putting me into this fucking ditch down here or some shit. She's like, don't go down there. I'm like, I'm going down there, dude. Like, what the fuck? And like Scott and everyone's like, what is going on, dude? And then like she was like all scared and nervous and like thought that she was probably gonna lose her job or some shit. I was like, I'm good. I'm just gonna go chill. Like, and they ended up just riding down after.
It's probably a smart move.
How'd you get hurt? Well, ski patrol.
Ski patrol hurt me more. Yeah, you're all trusting and like think you're all safe. I was like, fuck, dude. But
Joey bags.
Yeah, man, this is awesome,
shit,
dude. This is sick. But,
yeah, that was insane. How was that CAPiTA trip? I was wondering. I saw Mia Brooks was hanging with the crew.
Yeah,
how was the vibe with that?
Mia and Paula, and then who else was there?
Viz, Rigo.
Yeah.
Stevens
was there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and Henna. So you have like Henna from Finland.
Yep.
Paula from, I think, Spain, I want to say. And then you had Mia Brooks there, which was just like so sick to just hang out with them. And we all had a house and just had a private shoot on the tow rope. It was really sick to go back to Mission Ridge, and they built us a really dope jump and little sketchy like this. It was like opposite of what you wanted. It was like the takeoff was soft, the landing was brick hard. Like you're like, dude, this is fucked up, like scary, dude. Like probably the biggest jump I hit in so long, dude. But yeah, that was a
What'd
good time.
you bang us over the head with on that thing?
I don't know. I think I just did a back 7 or something.
Woo.
But yeah, I don't know. I think
light.
Viz was kind of going in on there. Something light.
Viz back 10 that thing?
No, I think he did it just. I think Benny did double backflip, which was psycho. That was fucked up. And then yeah, just rode on the tow rope a couple days. Had an Airbnb. Then I got really drunk one day. We were hanging out. We all went to the Mexican restaurant, and Riley Goodwin was there. And he ordered me a fucking. We were drinking margaritas, and then he ordered one. He's like, "Hey, can you get one to go?" Like, asked the dude. He's like, "Yeah." I didn't even think twice and put it in to go cup. And like, Riley got me pretty fucked up. It was funny. I remember like standing inside, like looking at everything. I started like spit. Everything was like fucking like seeing double. Then I gotta go lay down.
I heard a story from when you were a kid that you got all shit faced and you passed out in the shower and your dad had to help you or something. I also heard that was where he found out that you were packing heat. The kids got a cannon, from what I hear. Python. Kids were holding on.
Dude, yeah, we went bowling one time, dude. I got fucking faded at the bowling alley. I think I was hurt. I don't know. I can't remember if I was on crutches or not then, but
On your
I don't
third
remember.
leg, maybe?
I think yeah,
third leg.
Yeah, I think that's what. Definitely my third leg. But yeah, I think I was like faded, like puking everywhere in the bathroom, like on the ground and shit. I think he had to come change me and put me in the bath, dude, and like whatever. And I'm like, whatever. I wake up, I come down the stairs. My dad's on the phone at the table and he's just chilling there and he's just like looking over and he's just staring at me and I'm like what the fuck happened? Like, what's wrong, dude? And he just like has this look in his eyes or something. He like told my sisters, like he told my brothers, like, dude, he's fucking Joey's hung, dude. It's so funny,
Wow.
dude. Who told you that is amazing?
I think Pat. Pat told me that. Yeah, Pat told me that story.
Wow.
Oh my
so
god,
fucking funny.
dude! Wow, that is funny,
Kids,
dude.
that's fantastic.
Kids.
So when you're riding, do you tape it up or?
That's a good question. Do you have like extra
Does it
small
affect the swing
binding
weight?
weight?
Yeah, this shit
like a
helps me
pendulum.
ollie, dude.
It's a pendulum effect.
Strap it
No
up.
crutches needed. I just use my third
Oh
leg.
man, that is great.
That's good shit.
What boot size is that?
Yeah, the kids no snowshoes required. Let me tell you, bro. The homie's got a freaking. What are you, size 13 foot or something,
Dude, I
The Joey
actually
Pro
I used
model
to
boot
rock
comes with the
12s
third.
forever. Now I'm into a 10.5. I squeeze it now. It's kind of downsized.
What's going on? Bunyan specials? So,
Yeah,
what, you were just wearing shoes that are
Wearing
too
shoes
big?
was way too big for so long. I was kind of like started downsizing.
Do
now,
your
which-
feet fit in
10.5. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 10.5.
I thought you were like a 13 or something.
Yeah,
Your
10.5.
brother's always been
Yeah,
fun,
Pat
your big
always
ass
talks shit. Yeah. I do have to ride wide boards for sure. Yeah, but I don't know. Bigger the foot, bigger the shoe. They say.
Bigger the shoe.
You know what's cool though? Like talking about coming up from Graves' program, and now you're full bore with CAPiTA. It's always cool to see somebody come up from the rep program into the in-house program. Like you've been with CAPiTA and Union since the beginning.
Since the beginning. Yeah,
Since you're on a
exactly.
125 at Mount Hood.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, very, very thankful, dude. Very thankful for that. But yeah, and they got me on this right here. Spring break.
Yeah, you're at
Resort Twin.
Yeah, what's up with that? You read the spring breaks instead of the CAPiTA?
Yeah, they got me on spring break now, all spring break.
Cool.
Which is, I don't know, I think it's pretty rad. It kind of gives me my own little lane, I guess. It's a little more like at that CAPiTA shoot, like I was fucking in the hot tub with a snorkel and a floaty and like we were shooting photos. You know, it's more of like a raw, kind of a raw like thing, I guess you could say. But
And
it's still CAPiTA.
Corey's still running that?
Corey Smith still
Yeah,
runs
Corey
it.
Smith.
Yep.
Was he there for that or no?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's cool. I heard. I saw you at Dew Tour this year too.
Yeah. Yep.
I heard you puked partying.
Yeah, Pat told you this too, I guess. I don't remember.
Another one of those, huh?
We could talk about snowboarding too if you want. But anyway.
Yeah, so that was my second do tour doing that. I think I forgot who I was up against. But
Winkleman, maybe?
That was the second round. The first round, like I remember, you get $750 just for showing up. You get 2 G's for making it to the second round, and then the third one you get whatever, you know. But they have a little athlete tent above. You all hang out, and there's a TV in there. You can watch everyone's runs and stuff. And I did mine, whatever, the first heat, and then I think it was Frank Jobin. The dude's fucked up good, but he's like, you know, doing his run. And me and Pat are sitting up there, like, because I was going against him, and he like lands everything, dude. I'm like, fuck. Like, he's gonna beat me. And then he fell on the very last hit, and me and Pat are in the thing, like in front of everyone, like, yes, like all screaming, like, fuck yes, dude. Like, we made it to the, like, we got 2 G's, just like so fired up. Like, Frank comes back in, just all pissed, and me and Pat are just like talking shit, just like laughing our asses off, dude. Like, I don't know. We're just having a good time, dude. I think the year before too, I was with the Lido, and like, I think Nate House, like, he's like falls off one of the rails, and he's like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And me and a leader are like, yeah, that's good, dude. Like, just keep doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, just bullshitting, you know, just like having fun, dude. Like, some people are, I don't know. When it comes to that, it makes sense to be more serious, but I just like to have fun with that shit. And I don't know, you know.
It's different than your normal rail jam.
Exactly.
Because of the contest dogs show up, and they're locked in.
Exactly.
There's coaches and shit there.
But it was funny. So make it to the second round. I was up against Luke Winkleman or whatever, and it was like 2 runs. I did one. He fell on one, and I'm sitting there like strapping, and I'm sitting there, and Pat comes over, and he like runs out of the tent. He's like, he fell. And I'm like, what? Like, all right, like, kind of didn't get it, you know? And then I fell on mine, and then I kind of just like put my arms up at the end. I was like, fuck it, like rode down, like didn't try to finish my run or whatever. And cause I didn't even like think that I could have maybe made it if I kept trying tricks after, but I was just like, fuck it, I got $2,000, I'm good. And like, yeah, then it was fun. Yeah, that was dope. That was a good time. Yeah.
I think it's interesting thinking about those like more serious contests. When you go, you know, we go to events that are generally like smaller rail jams and like more grassroots, quote unquote, style. But when you go to a do tour or a US Open or anything like that, and you get to see all of the guys and girls that like show up and that's what they do, it's fucked up because there's a huge disconnect with snowboarding. I feel like, you know, rail riders are like, fuck those contest guys, or and vice versa or whatever. But to me, like, until you go in person and you watch how consistent and you watch practice and you watch how good some of these contest people are, it changes your whole perspective. You're like, it's almost like they're doing a different sport.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah, it's like, wow, you're like, these dudes are
it's insane,
fucking dialed, you know? It's like, holy shit, dude. But I don't know. It's fun. It's kind of, it gets me out of my comfort zone, and being on TV and stuff, I don't know. It's just fun to get that energy going and kind of just, do our thing, do what we do, you know?
I think something consistent is, even in those 2 different worlds, like in contrast, my first experience with you and Pat was exactly like it was you just describing in the contest setting. Like, we're in the streets in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys, we rolled up to that, like, baseball diamond spot.
Yep.
And I was with you guys, dude, and I might have been you, Chris, that I like leaned to at one point, and I was like, dude, how do they do anything? They're literally laughing the whole time. Like, they can't barely even get a word out to each other. And they seem to know what they're laughing about, but they've said no words, and you guys are just like, so you're like talking shit in your heads, and like, dude, it was crazy. And then you guys just both kind of mopped up the spot with your tricks, and like the way you moved about it, it was really cool. And I mean, it literally was to a T, like that, there, right? Like that comp. Like, you guys were just having a good time, and then you saw an opportunity and you took it. Yep. It was sick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Bommel does Minnesota.
Yeah, that is when we met, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's when you hurt your knee. We went from there up to...
Or did we meet?
We had met before. That was just a first...
Was that with Lucas? Before. At the double slide to bank.
That was the knobbed...
the double slide to bank rail, though. Remember that session? And you roll over the hills like me, Pat, It was LeBlanc
Yeah, yeah,
rolls over
yeah,
the
yeah,
hill.
yeah.
I think that was when we first met,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I remember we were sessioning the double slide to bank.
Yep.
Lucas was there. I think Deadlung was there. You got Dave Stir, and we're chilling. And I remember I was like with Pat. Then you got Mikey comes over the hill, and I'm like, no fucking way. Like, I'm here with the goats, dude. You guys are the goats of this shit. And like, I don't know. It just, that session really meant so much to me to be there with you, Jeremy, and be there with LeBlanc and with Pat and with Lung and Lucas. Like, that was such a special time, dude.
That was a
to
good
see
one.
you over the hill was just like no fucking way, dude. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I look up to you guys, and to be there with y'all it meant a lot, you know. I'll never
Appreciate
forget that, Jeremy.
Yeah. Well, your energy's good, so it's like brings things to life. It's good.
Oh yeah, infectious.
Shit.
I was thinking of another events too. I remember you did well at one of the Bomb Hole Cups. Didn't you get a podium on the Park Showdown or something?
I think I did.
You get a top three?
I think I won. Not
You
this
won?
past year, the year before.
Okay, you won 2
That's
years
right.
ago.
Before,
Got
2
it.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won the whole shebang in the park
me and
thing.
Mikey were
which was
judging
dope.
that one. Yeah.
But
right?
yeah, that was
I don't remember.
That was a
Yeah,
dope
we
one.
were.
Yeah, I think you
So-
guys were.
I'm curious. You bring so much damn energy when you ride in these rail contests or any contest for that matter. That's the Park Showdown. There's a jump too, but you just attack the course. What are you doing before like a rail jam? Let's say morning of, you're going to Red Bull Heavy Metal, you're going to some big event. Like, what's your way to get in that headspace?
Shit, I don't even know really.
That
dude. Get
response.
some good water. Drink a lot of water. Maybe
Juicy
smoke
J?
a little bit of weed. No, I don't know. Allegedly. Just kidding. Maybe. Just kidding. I don't know. I think it's kind of just best to just go kind of hollow head and just see how you feel the morning of. Made a little coffee, get some good food in you. Made a little stretching session, a little yoga or something always helps.
Stretch out the third leg a little bit.
Maybe that too, always for sure. Maybe a little 5 in the bathroom before maybe will help a lot, kind of release the demons. Then you're ready to go.
Nothing too out of the normal.
You're ready to go.
You're ready to go.
Then you're good to go.
I just really think just being fully present with it and not rushing nothing, kind of
you can
just
see
enjoying it as it comes.
You can absolutely see that.
Yeah.
You're one of
let
those
it
people
happen.
that I watch snowboard and like nothing, like you don't ever have fear. It's like, oh, that dude isn't scared.
Yeah.
He'll just do whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you can do whatever whenever you want to. And it's weird to watch that because then there's other people where like you get in the contest setting and it's way more intense and you can feel people's fear and their anxiety and stress, and I mean, you never portray that.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you.
I got a question. You do a bunch of gnarly shit. For people that are trying to figure out how to get themselves to like backlip a savage kink, there's a lot of mental blocks. How do you work through that? You seem like you're always doing gnarly stuff.
Good question.
I don't know. Just kind of just be ready that you might eat fucking shit. You might slam a lot, but I think it's just like the fact of like wanting to do it, like wanting to do something heavy is just, I don't know, like the picture of you thinking about it to making it come to life to riding away to, I think that's just kind of one of the coolest things, you can do is picturing that and putting it down. I don't know. It's awesome. Yeah.
You get hyped when you land shit, which I like too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Sometimes
I don't know.
people
Like
don't have that vibe.
yeah, exactly. Some people land, and it's just like I don't know. That's one thing that always kind of makes me like. I get it. You come off a rail, like you battling for hours. Like, yeah, of course you're gonna be like, fucking thank God. But sometimes it's just like smile a little bit. I don't know. Like,
Dude, when I land something, I'm like
you're
cool
like-
as fuck mode because I've just landed something.
It's just like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I get it when but some people, I don't know. I'd say just loosen up a little bit.
Yeah,
Smile, have fun.
Or look back at the rail, like
Or
you
look
you
back
wanna
at it and
stab
kind of just fucking own that shit.
Yes, I'm gonna say
Boss
because
the
you
fuck
have
up.
to own it, and not everyone can. Like you can't. You can look back at the rail and it works,
Yeah,
but
exactly,
it doesn't.
yeah.
It doesn't work
for a lot
everybody.
of people. Yeah, exactly.
I actually think what you just said at the end there is also sums it all up.
Own
also,
it.
just boss the fuck
Yeah,
up.
just boss
Yeah,
the fuck
boss up.
Own that shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the
words.
confidence. You can see it.
Do that shit.
Your dad teach you that?
Boss the fuck up? Yeah, probably.
You guys, your dad taught you the lifestyle, taught your family the lifestyle, it seems. I think that's, I don't know. I have a lot of respect in that.
Wow.
I just need to throw that in there. Your pops, I don't know him at all, but like.
Him hearing that will probably make him proud. You know?
Well, he did good.
Especially coming
like,
from you, Jeremy.
Well, I see him with you guys and like being a dad, like it just hits different, you know, like when your kids share the love and like he must just trip, dude. He must go home at night and just like sob and just trip balls because he's just like, dude, my family's actually cool as shit. This is rad, you know?
Mean,
and
I go home and I think the same way as him, though, you know?
Yeah, I would
Seeing
think
him
so.
hop, like we were at Copper before, and he does like a 3-line 50-50 on this tube, like, and he's just got the steez too, you know? Like, he'll look at the camera and shit too. Like, it's just funny, dude. Yeah, he owns it.
Like
And he's gotten better over the years too. It's just
that
cool
gap
to see,
50
dude.
you did
Gap
in the
50,
Des
the
edit.
Des edit,
So
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also think about
cool,
all the rail jams that you guys go to in events and contests. Like either you or your brother is on the podium.
Yeah,
like at least the past year. In every
past
event you
year,
guys have signed.
Pat was on some shit, dude. It was sick. He had the formula.
But your dad is in the crowd. Like, you know,
exactly.
he's so
Hanging,
hyped. I love when
so
he's hyped in the crowd.
Yeah, it's always awesome. I mean, my sisters, my aunts, like we'd all watch old Vulcan Peanut Butter LJ. You can hear them in the background. Like they just loved it. I don't know. They love seeing us in it, and I don't know. It's just cool. Our family is all so actually really, really close. I probably call my brothers or my aunts or uncles or somebody in my family probably once every day, and I'm very thankful for that. You know,
it doesn't surprise me.
That's key. That's crucial.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Remember when your dad? I think it was a Pepper premiere where you gave away a Solomon board.
Dude, this is the sickest shit. That was so sick. Yeah, we came up here, drove up here to see. They had to watch Pepper, and he bought a bunch of raffle tickets. And I think Chris, took my dad's ticket, put it in his pocket, right? Didn't you do that? Maybe.
I don't know. I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure.
No, I think it was just luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was luck.
But yeah, he ended up winning your pro model board at the and my homie Zach McCarthy was there as well, and he like met Ozzy and stuff, and like we were just so hyped, dude. Like Pops, I don't know, going up on stage and getting the board from you was just so sick. And I think he still rides it. It's like a 151, right?
Yep.
Yeah, your board. And I think it's signed by you still. And
he was so
he like, dude, I think he put like rubber edges on it. He has like a fucking case for it and shit. Like just like will like never touch his edges on the ground and shit. He's always like he'll glue fucking rubber pieces on the end of his boards. Like he'll fucking give skiers shit. Like don't touch my shit, you know? Like fuck you. It's so sick, dude. Yeah, kind of don't take no shit from nobody, really. It's kind of how we grew up, you know? Just fucking
I remember
cool.
you guys drove out. This is like when you guys were just barely on 32 and you weren't in the movie, but 2032, you guys came out just for the premiere.
Yeah,
right?
we drove all the way to Southern California. I think my sister was living down in Anaheim or something at the time. Oh, shit. But we went down there for that, and yeah, that was fucking sick to be a part of and see everyone on the big screen. And you know, I think kind of like maybe when we met Cook, or maybe that was actually a little after. But yeah, because we were already on, I think then. But
dedicated though.
Dedicated, yeah, exactly. Just driving all the way, support and hang
going to the
out,
premiere,
show
support
up.
the homies.
Yeah, exactly.
Drive to California.
Yeah, exactly,
Like, that's
dude.
just the
Like,
next
it's just
level.
what we did. It's what we loved. And
It's what you love.
exactly, dude. So yeah, that's awesome.
The passion runs deep. We haven't talked about the fact that you always worked park crew up at Brighton for most winters, as long as I've known you. I'd love to hear you elaborate on the way that's impacted your snowboarding and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think that has helped me out so much. Pat moved up here and he worked on the digger crew. I worked 1 year at Bryan Head as a digger, and then I've been at Brighton kind of ever since. And I think that was 2019 is when I came up here, moved up here fully, and worked every season since, and all the way up until this last season. I kind of stepped away from it, which is cool, but it's just, those are some of the best memories I'll ever have. I think just even going up in the truck with Mouse, shout out to Mouse. He's taught me so much in this life, and just how to show up to work and be on time and not late like Pat all the time.
Well, you guys work your ass off and you shred your ass off too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, we're all up there. I don't know, going up with Trayson in the truck every morning. Like, it's all of it. You know, it's the whole experience of even the truck rides and the chairlift rides and just all of us just talking shit. Me, Trayson, Tom, McAloo. I can't think of everyone right now, but
it's a tight crew.
Yeah, it's a tight crew, you know, and I think it's just taught me how to, harsh conditions. You're still out there, you're shoveling, you're raking, you're snowboarding, you're there for hours, and like, I don't know, I think it does breed a lot of really good riders, and it does kind of just shaped me to be who I am, you know, and it's gave me a lot. Yeah, it's gave me a lot of purpose in life to show up on time and work hard and ride even harder, you know, on the clock. So we're just very thankful for that. But then working with Mouse was always so awesome. We'd just go change our outfits, go ride POW when it was a POW day. Like, you just go rip and come back and just shovel, like, I don't know, a couple times and dip. Like, it's just awesome. I don't know. Very, very thankful. I don't know where I'd be without being a digger, dude. Yeah. Pretty sick.
The confidence, like when you're on snow that much, your confidence goes skyrocket.
Yeah, exactly. When you're just up there every single day, like you're feeling really, really good on the board, you know? And so
also sidebar, ultimate respect to all of the park crew, people that drive cats, people that weld the rails, people that, rake the lips. Like, if you show up to a snowboard park and it seems pristine or whatever, you just think it just is there. So much fucking work goes into that.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's like, I don't know, you don't think about it really, or everyone building the parks and stuff, but
it's cool that you can ride it too. I mean, I'd built things in parks all the time, and I wouldn't even touch them. Ever. Yeah, I would be so scared. Yeah. And so it's sick that you dream it up and then ride it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's cool. Yeah, I'm very thankful for the Brighton Diggers, all the Brighton Diggers. Shout out to them. Ooh. Big shout out.
Yeah, they're the shit.
They're the shit, for sure, dude.
Joey Bags.
Joey Bags Donnie.
Hey, D-Spad, you got a story from when you first met Joey, right?
Yeah. First time I met Joey, I forget what year it was. I think it was like 2015 or 16.
Maybe a little late. Was this Big Bear?
I think it was the Hot Dogs and Handrails.
Hot Dogs and Handrails?
Yeah,
maybe that was, maybe it was like 17 or 8.
Yeah,
that was 2018.
Was it 2018? Yeah, you want to just talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
The house we had, the crew that was up there?
Year, let's see, 2018. Maybe can I backtrack a little bit from that?
Yeah.
So I went skateboarding with T Nizzle in St. George once. I broke my left leg that year. I had to get surgery. I had to get a plate and 7 screws in my ankle or down here in my leg. That was probably like my first kind of big injury, and I healed up from that all summer, chilled, and then kind of pushed myself a little too hard. I was like, all right, I'm feeling good, and that was that Hot Dogs and Handrails, and ended up getting an invite to Hot Dogs and Handrails, showing up there, and then we all kind of just like made our way up there, me, my dad, Pat, I think Tommy
Uncle Nick was
Uncle
up there.
Drunkle Nick. Yeah, we got Uncle Nick up there. My Aunt Vanessa. Fucking, this whole squad. But we all stayed in this one cabin. I think it was Pat was there, Jaeger Bailey was there, Alito. And I think all 3 of them were all in the same house, and they all took the podium, dude, which was so sick.
Hot Dogs and Handrails.
But I ended up, dude, I think that's when we met. But I broke my right leg in that contest. Damn. That following, like a couple months later, I ended up chipping the bottom of my tibia. And so I remember, we were all at the house. I had to just lay on the couch. Everyone's like, we're going out, or we're going to do this. Or like, I went bowling. I was like walking with the pool stick. I think that's when we met. It was at the bowling alley or something. But
I remember you guys were all driving. I think it was like leaving the bowling alley. You guys all hopped in Drunkle Nick's minivan. Yeah. And I jumped on the side of it.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't know I was on the side of it. Ended up hitting like 50.
Terrifying.
Holy shit. I remember that, dude.
Yeah, that was a great trip.
Yeah, that was
Danny's always
fun,
being
dude.
sketchy. Was he being sketchy when you met him?
Being sketchy, oh yeah.
Just kind of in my blood, you know?
Dude, he called me one time, and I'm driving behind him in his Buick. What year is that, baby?
I got a 95 Buick LeSabre.
Back window smashed out.
Smashed out, unregistered. If you're a police officer, just forget I said that.
Yep. And he calls me. He's like, I'm in front of you or something. Or no, he said, what are you doing? Are you behind me or in front of me?
I was behind you. I think you're going to like Home Depot or
Yeah,
something.
you're behind me. And I look at my rearview mirror and I just look back and he's got a car full of other sketchy humans. I'm just like, he looks so fucking sketchy. If I was a cop, I would pull that dude
Yeah, I
over.
just rolled out walking in. The whole window smashed out. Right now, I was like, damn, I wonder what he had in there. Someone stole.
Oh, insane.
But, yeah.
So what other injuries?
That led up to that injury. I healed up, that's when I got on park crew at Bryan Head. I ended up riding like that whole season at Bryan Head. And then we went to Big Bear, bunch of us, a couple homies from Southern Utah, homie Jake Davis and a couple other kids all rolled out. And we kind of just were bored and hanging out there. And I ended up fucking snapping my collarbone, just like, I don't know, I think it was second run one of the days. And yeah, I ended up breaking my collarbone, which was a hard one, you know. And then I don't think I've paid that hospital bill, but.
Nice. If you just like stuff it in a drawer and don't look at it, it goes away.
I just say it out of mine.
You know that about bills? If you just kind of like.
There's lots of ways to navigate this. I can help you once we get out of this.
But so that that was a heavy time. Previous to that year, I knew this girl. I was kind of young. She kind of seen her at the time. I ended up moving up here. You know, I kind of came up a little not too early, but graduated high school year early. Came up here, and I was in Brighton Canyon one day, and I was like kind of just hanging out with this girl at the time, and got a call that she like committed suicide, and that kind of was probably the heaviest shit I've ever kind of had to go through. And yeah, that was really heavy shit at the time. I think I only lost my uncle, and that was kind of it. So that was really hard to like kind of deal with. I stayed up here for a couple more weeks and just like couldn't function, couldn't do shit. You know, I just didn't feel like myself and felt like I kind of had to go back home. I called my boss doing building maintenance up here, and I was like, I gotta fucking go home, dude. So I moved home, and then that's kind of like what kind of started it was that, and like kind of had to deal with that, and then breaking both my legs to breaking my collarbone to chipping my teeth out, dude. Like, I don't know, it was just kind of felt like it was nonstop for a little while, and man, and that put me in a whirlwind of shit. And you know, it's a scary thing, and suicide, and like thinking about it, or you know, or if you're ever in that position, like just reach out to your friends and know that we're all in this shit together no matter what. And people love you no matter what. We all love each other. We're all here, and just so blessed to live this life that we get to live. So that was, you know, a big learning thing, and how to just kind of manage that and grow from that. And it's heavy. You know, I still think about her till this day, and I think I always will. But so yeah, that was pretty heavy all the way until, I did my collarbone, healed up from that. And then I ended up getting a job as a counselor at Woodward Copper. And that really, I think, kind of set me off, like first time kind of out of the house again, away from anyone, kind of by myself in this whole new area. And shout out to Adam Kissel. That dude was a legend. Like, he did a lot of shit for that camp, and I ended up like getting employee of the summer. Like, you know, that whole time I got this CAPiTA DOA skateboard that was signed by everybody, and just like, it was just had the kind of best summer of my life. Like, just hanging out with this little kid, Owen Bryles, and this kid, Kane Copeland. Those two. Rippers, dude. Like, so sick. I don't know if Kane really snowboarding that much, but the kid Owen is just like, reminds me of me when I was a little kid. You're just like, you fucking got this, dude. Like, just do your shit. Hungry. Yeah, exactly. So that really helped me out a lot. Came back out here, worked another year, went back out, and I private coached this kid, Kane. I was up in this fucking $1 million house in Copper, dude. Like, they have a fucking Ferrari in the garage. Like, they have a $10,000, $20,000 cat in the fucking house. Like, it's like, you know, such a different lifestyle than how I grew up. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I show up, and his parents are like, yeah, we're leaving. Like, you're going to watch my kid. You're going to watch this $1 million house, and, like, you can drive the fucking Jeep. I'm like, all right, fuck yeah. I'll go mob this thing, bro.
Ferrari keys.
Ferrari keys, yeah. I think they sold that, like, bought a fucking McLaren, dude. I was just like, it was such a different lifestyle how I grew up, but like to be a part of that and see, and just coach him was just awesome. And kind of just to see, you know, how it was, like, it just was a little different than how I grew up. And then the kid doesn't snowboard anymore, which is kind of unfortunate. But I think it's because he was maybe pushed a little too hard, and it happens. But I was just, you know, so thankful for those times to be there and coach the kid and hang out. And we'd be on hill, and I wouldn't be like, hey, like, you know, like, let's just snowboard. Let's just have fun. If you need help with a trick, let me know. And his goal was to do a back 360 on, and he did, like, kind of one of the last days we were there, and he did it, which was just, like, so cool to be a part of and see his progression and throughout that, and just being up there, meeting all the homies out there is just, it was special, because I know a lot of people kind of hate on Colorado on the show, you know. But to me, I'm pro Colorado. Like, I'm down for it in the summertime. Wintertime, I don't think it's that great.
Yeah, you were the king of copper for a couple of years.
Exactly.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
which was, you know, so that kind of really helped me out a lot in my life. And yeah, I don't know, just very thankful for Woodward Copper for
it's
sure.
a good, healthy place to work where you're around kids, positive influence.
Yep.
You know, you're kind of under a microscope to be a good role model for these children.
Yep. And
you're coming off of dealing with a gnarly, you know, suicide, trying to sort through all of those emotions. I remember you were really dinged up from that. Just you were struggling. I remember seeing you around that time, and I'm curious, just like after, you know, processing all those emotions and all that stuff, did you have anything that you learned from that experience?
Just from just going through all that, right?
Yeah.
Just through all that shit. It's just kind of appreciate every single damn moment we get, every moment we get to wake up and use our hands, use our feet, do what we do, be healthy. Like, just, I think really just being thankful for what you do and where you're at in life is really important, and being appreciative. And, you know, if you ever are feeling bad or whatever, just know it'll always get better, you know, no matter what. There's always that light at the end of the tunnel. If you're ever feeling bad, just reach out to your homies and shit. Like, we're all here. It's fucking cool.
I want to hit that for 1 sec, if you don't mind. Like, the reaching out to your homies component, I mean, it makes so much sense, and it does work. And we've said this, like, all of us, right? But not all of us have reached out to our homies. I didn't reach out to mine. I navigated it a little bit different. I wished that I had. My question to you would be, is that what you did? Did you reach out to your friends in that moment where you just described it, like, yo, when you're there, like, hit up your homies. Like, was it your friends? Was it your brothers, your dad? Like, who was it that, and because if you did, you have a success story to me. And that's the story. And the thing that I think people would get a lot of value from is knowing, like, hey, I actually communicated with these people, and they, like, responded and nurtured this healing.
Yeah, I think reaching out to my sister, Morgan, a lot was just like, hey, like, I'm actually feeling pretty fucked up right now. Like, I need some help. Like, I've never really, like, opened up to my dad that much. It's kind of was always harder too, because he was always just quiet and dealt with this shit. And I think I'm pretty similar like that at times. It's just like kind of just face down and you just deal with your shit and don't talk about it. But the more you do talk about it or ask your friends or like, hey, I'm not doing good. Like, I need some help, or like, what do you guys think? I think you already just saying that, like, I need help is already getting rid of that, like, out of your body. Like, instead of just holding that shit and just like going day by day, like, fuck this, fuck that. Like, I think it's just better to open up and be open about our, you know, the shit that we go through, because you never know if, say, you know, our neighbors or the person right close to us has gone through something similar. So it's just, I think it's really important to talk about how we feel.
Oh yeah,
You can't watch someone if you don't know.
Exactly.
I had a girlfriend in high school make an attempt as well, and it was like, at a young age, it's really hard to navigate that. And I think it just, like, in my later years, just made me reach out to my friends more genuinely and, like, actually ask them how they're doing and listen.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
there for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That shit's gnarly.
Yeah, I love you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
you're a big feeler, dude. You're like you know when you're going through it, whatever you're feeling, you're showing it because you feel big time. I can tell that on you. But in the same way too, you know, we feel your appreciation too because this homie, he's radiating just fucking being so appreciative, and I think that like I heard a nugget from that of just, you know, you're appreciative of what you got, and that's taken you very far, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. Just very happy to be where I am and very thankful. I think that's a huge part of just success and what you want to do in this life, and getting to do what we do every day, you know, is just, it's a blessing. It really is.
What about with snowboarding? Do you have goals, or are you just playing it by ear, or do you have things that you still want to do?
Still want to turn pro. I mean, I got my goggle back here. That was insane. Thank you, Chris, for that, for surprising me at Brighton one day. That was an amazing time. And Goop Surf, he surprised me in Goop. It was funny because before Pat got his boot, we went out and to Mammoth, and you know, I wasn't supposed to go, and I was like, Pat, like, I think you're getting a boot, dude. Like, I think that's why I'm coming out here. And I had no fucking idea. I had no idea at all. And then I'm like, Pat's like, yo, dude, you're getting a goggle, dude. And I'm like, you fucker, dude. I'm like, bro, I didn't actually know. Like, I just said this shit. I'm like, you fucker. Like, y'all ruined the surprise. I think Beresford knows about that. So, like, we're up at Brighton, like, you know, we're doing this thing. I'm like, well, whatever, you know. Then Chris comes out. I'm like, give me that shit. No, I'm just kidding.
About time.
Snatch them.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just kidding.
About time.
About time. No, I was still so happy and so appreciative, you know, for that. It's just awesome. I fuck with Day. I fuck with Chris so much. Right now, like, I filmed a couple clips. I got some shit this year that I'm pretty stoked on. A couple clips probably be in the new CAPiTA film. They made like a CAPiTA kind of AM video, which would be cool to maybe have some clips in there.
Go to Montana or something? Where'd you guys go?
Yeah, I went to Montana.
Yep.
Yep. We went up there to Butte. And
You
then
mentioned earlier that you're taking the winter off of digging. You got any big plans?
We'll see. Yeah, I want to film a full part. That's my main goal right now. Is my body is finally 100%. I don't feel, you know, like I feel really, really good, and I think that's kind of my next thing on my list is to just put my time in and actually film a part, and I think that will kind of be a nice stepping stone for myself and my career and my portfolio after seeing Jeremy, Chris, you know, JP year after year. I mean, probably 20 video parts, you know, that's like
27.
Fuck, dude, that is fuck yeah, Jeremy. Like, that is the shit I want to be on, you know? And I think kind of all those little injuries has kind of set me back a bit, and I'm fucking ready to attack that shit.
He's ready.
Love it.
Exactly. Straight to
We
Ender.
want to see it.
Straight to Ender.
We want to see it.
Exactly. Yeah.
We need to find you something savage to backlip in the streets.
Oh, we will.
What do we gotta just think of what needs to be backlipped and send it on over.
Yes, exactly.
I think this like contrast between you, like, you're owning it and this humility is pretty rad. Like you own your shit, and you know, you can make these comments that someone else can make, and it's just gonna sound conceited and arrogant, and you just pull it off because there's real humility there. There's real appreciation there. It's a dope contrast, and it's unique.
Yeah.
It's dope.
All right, I can't believe it. We've been going for so long. Jones, we haven't done a single smelling salt.
I know.
Run through a wall.
We need to.
Joey, start us off.
Fuck, dude. Oh my god. Woo. Holy.
Oh, that was a burner.
I went in on that one. Oh my gosh. That is something else right there.
Oh god.
Oof.
Wow.
It's time for another Dales.
What are you sipping on there? Are you sponsored by Dales? What's going on with this Dales situation?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Oscar Blues, to Dales, his girl Sophie. She DM'd me this last fall, like Pat rides for Uinta. I was getting some stuff from them, and she ended up just hit me in the DM and was just like, hey, do you want to ride for Dale's or whatever. And
You wanna do it for Dale?
Do it for Dale. You know, Scott calls me Dale. Steven, he's so funny. But yeah, I signed a 3-month deal and I did a 5-month deal with them, and they've been
3-month Dale.
3-month Dale, and then a 5-month Dale.
Love it.
But yeah, it's awesome. I don't know. They hook it up.
Is the beer good?
The beer's fucking good.
What do you got, an IPA there?
I got this is the pale ale. This is
that would be an IPA.
yeah.
You
Is
keep
that-
them light.
Yeah, but then they have a double IPA.
Oof, just
Also, but
just shit your pants.
that's what will get you.
Yeah.
I fuck with the light one the best, but
Yeah.
they're all good. Buy them. You can go get them. Pretty local here.
Promo
actually.
code Joey Bags at your local
Yeah,
grocery
for sure,
store.
for 0% off.
Yep. All right,
Tried to walk
J
out
Bags.
with the thing at Dale's one time saying I knew Joey, and they stopped me.
They didn't let you take it?
No, I tried to just walk. I said Joey said it's cool.
Yeah.
Joey says cool. I get this for free.
It's actually targeted by an Instagram post from Joey, so we went and used that as a promo code.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I'm sorry. Let's keep it this thing. Let's get this thing back on the fucking rails here. All right, Joey Pringles can bags. Let's keep it going here. Let's go into hot takes. So, first part of hot takes is your GOAT, your greatest of all time, your MJ, both male and female, your favorite snowboarder, however you want to take that. Go ahead.
Wow. First one was, what is it? What was the first one again?
First question is who's your GOAT?
Who's my GOAT?
Who's yours?
Pat Fava.
Wow.
Yeah.
Respect, dude.
That's my GOAT. Dude.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
my dog right there.
Okay, female GOAT.
Female GOAT. Oh shit. I'm going with Pat on his thing. Jamie Anderson.
Oh, Jamie Anderson. I was gonna
No,
say
not with
Pat.
What don't we know? What have we not learned?
Jamie Anderson and
Jamie
P-Pop.
Anderson.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Yeah, good
fucking
answer.
goated, dude.
How you view snowboarding? Art form, sport?
Whatever you want it to be. I think it can be a lot of different things for us, for everyone. But to me, I think it's just what I love. I don't know. I just love the shit so much, you know.
That wasn't an option.
It's not an option. Art or what?
Art or sport?
It's an art.
Shart. Okay, next question. Who's one of the more underrated snowboarders in your opinion?
I think Johnny O'Connor.
Yes.
Wow, good
JOC.
answer. Yeah.
Great answer. Steel or powder?
Steel. Duh.
Good. I mean,
Yeah.
Nice.
Steel.
Nice.
enough said.
Yep. Fantastic. Who's got your favorite style on a snowboard?
Favorite style? I would say Chris Bradshaw.
Who's got your favorite shiver on a snowboard?
Lucas Magoon.
Who's got your favorite method?
Ooh. Favorite method? Miles Fallon.
Damn, we haven't got that one before. Fresh.
Yeah.
What's your favorite snowboard movie?
Favorite snowboard movie? Oh shit. Familia. I'm putting Familia out there for that one.
Yep.
Okay, what's your favorite snowboard graphic ever made?
Favorite snowboard graphic ever made? Whoa. Let's see here. I'm going with the one I'm on right now. My favorite, CAPiTA Spring Break.
That one is dope.
I do really like this one actually. With the skull and the lightning bolts. Or actually, I think I like the spider one. The spider one was kind of fire. The one before that. Yeah,
Yep.
I backed that one hard.
Okay. If you could have one dream sponsor, any brand in the world, does not have to be snowboard related, who are you going to pick?
Red Bolt.
Yo.
Let's get this guy a fucking helmet.
Come on.
Doable.
Come on.
Get him the can helmet.
Seems
Come on.
doable.
Or
Get him-
Monster.
Let's get him the patch.
Or Monster. Actually, maybe Monster. Because Monster owns Dale's now, so we'll see.
Oh,
Maybe
little
work our way up the totem pole. You
Yeah.
know?
I know a guy. Could
Yeah.
put in a word.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
I see him every now and then.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Okay, last question. Worst trend. What do you got?
Cool guy shit.
Elaborate.
Thinking you're the shit on hill or wherever you are. If, you know, you're standing next to someone and they're looking down to you thinking I mean, I get it. There's time and places for it. If you're battling some shit to like, you know, I don't know. It depends, I guess, on the setting. Like, if you're in the streets or whatever and someone's doing their shit, like, let them do their shit. But if you're on the mountain and you're standing in the chairlift line and, you know, you don't want to talk to someone or smile or, you know, I think that shit's like just not cool. I don't know. Just like have fun. Like, you know, just have a good time. Don't think you're better than the person behind you on the lift behind you. We're all up there for the same reasons, to enjoy the day and snowboard and just enjoy ourselves. You know, I don't think anyone's better than anyone. I think everyone kind of has their own ways of how to snowboard, and that's why we all kind of started, you know, is everyone is unique and everyone has their own styles and no one's going to do exactly what you're going to do. So I think that's why it's such a beautiful experience, is every single person's different. It's not like a baseball team or a football team or some shit like that, you know? Like, I think it's just, it's cool. I don't know. Just the cool guy stuff, though. You don't need that shit.
Great answer. My favorite ones I've heard in a little while.
I like it. I like the elaboration, too.
Cool. Well, lastly, we like to ask about setups, what board you're riding and how you set it up and your angles and all that stuff.
This is the CAPiTA Spring Break Resort Twin right here. This is this year's model. A 156. I ride a 154, 156. Usually, this isn't a wide. I haven't gotten a wide yet in this board, but and then the Union Team bindings, the best binding in the world, I'd say. And yeah, got some crab grabs on there. Shout out Preston. And yeah,
what's your width?
Angles? Width, I don't know. I always go standard all the way out on whatever board I'm at. So I put it at the standard and I put the bolts all the way out.
So you run your discs sideways, like you run them east to west.
No, I've never done that. Yeah, east to west.
Got it.
Yeah. And then angles, I think I'm at 6 and 6 right now. But cool. Yeah.
Squared up.
You detune your edges?
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Like heavy or what?
Yeah. I'd take that shit out.
Off.
It
Power
depends, I guess. No. I don't touch them on power boards or nothing, but street boards, I will for sure. Park, but it's actually cool when you have an edge, though. Sometimes you get a fresh board, you're like, whoa, I can actually turn down this mountain. Not
Never
fucking
done
slipping and sliding everywhere.
Not good for the crab walk, though.
Not good for crab walk, no. Not at all.
Also, let's plug those goggles you're running. I think those are my favorite dangs you and Chris that Beresford's ever made. Those are the freshest. I don't know why. They're just simple and dope.
Yeah, that was, I don't know. I think I didn't have any idea or anything. I don't know. I think he just designed it, and like on the website, just says it kind of just like fits me as a person and how poppy they are and what they, you know, how they stand out. So I really fuck with the colorway, the blue and the white. I don't know. It's really sick. I'm down with them. You know, I think it's really clean looking and yeah, I don't know. A lot better looking like kind of than Pat's, but
yeah, Pat's is kind of garbage. Now, your board you're on, what's going on with it? What's it good for? Is it park specific? Good for everything?
I would say this is more for park and rails. I have ridden it in the powder, but I usually ride a different board in the powder. It's pretty soft, I would say. I think it's like a 5.5 flex rating.
You get that
twin tip,
steep on the presses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it presses really well. I don't know. It's good for, I would say, jumps and more park stuff for sure.
It looks like when you're riding it, it looks like a great flex pattern.
Yeah.
I've never ridden it, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's a dope board, dude. I like the shape too.
Yeah, I think it looks fun.
Is it camber? What is that?
I think it's camber between the bindings and then it goes a little flat and like reverse. I could be wrong, but I don't fucking know.
Go to the website.
Check the website.
The specs are on the website.
I just ride the shit. I don't know. It's like got camber and it's like, I don't know. It's camber, like dude. Got metal on the edges. It's camber, dude.
It's camber, man. Dude, I'll tell you, you do lift on your presses. It's refreshing to see those things just gadoink 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I think Scott the other day for his birthday, he was like, yeah, he said someone else, and he's like, the best presses, and he said my name, and I was like, no fucking way, dude. Like, I don't know. That meant a lot. That really did mean a lot to me. Thanks, Scott.
He was taught, we were he said a few things earlier, and that was one of them. But he also was talking about, and it was really cool coming from Scott, just because I think that dude has some of the best edge control ever, and he puts you right in there. I thought that was cool. That's a dope compliment. I mean, for someone to see your type of snowboarding too, and then put it to really good edge control, especially with dull edges. Like,
wonder what you could do with sharp ones, dude. You could really cut that hill up, dog.
Yeah, he was speaking highly of.
Yeah, he was.
That's
he
awesome.
was stoked.
Said he reminded of the snowboarders that we grew up looking at.
Exactly. I mean, we just both, when we went to Hood for CAPiTA Week, we shared the same tent together, and like I was just like, what the fuck? Like I'm bunking with Scott Stevens all week, and we were just laughing, dude. Like I think when we get together, it is like so awesome, and 5-year-old me to think I'm hanging out with Scott Stevens, and I'm like, it's fucking crazy. I don't know. I think I fuck with Scott so much, and I love the dude. I don't know. We have a really good time. We're all together, Well,
he sent a question. It's stuck in the iCloud. Stuck in the cloud.
Scott. We love you.
All right. I think it's been a fun show. One last question that we've already covered it, but maybe it's a chance to circle around and tie it all together.
Yep.
Phil Hansen sent a question, and we've covered it a lot, but I might as well fire it off. Here we go.
Hello, Bombhole, Chris, Joey. Hope you guys are having fun. I've always wanted to ask Joey and his brother Pat, of course, that why the Fava family is just so stinking cool, and what family means to you, and why it ties together so many things, and what you guys do and how you carry yourselves, and just the love that brings you guys together. It's just so awesome to see. Love your family. Love you, Joey. Hope you're doing good, brother.
Yeah, thank you, Phil. Love you, Phil. Yeah, I think it's kind of just, we kind of talked about it, but it's just, I don't know. We always do our best and just love what we've always had. And I think we're all just so close together that, like, I think they're even, I don't know. I don't think we came from much. So I think a lot of our family, like, is seeing what me and Pat are actually kind of doing and getting our name out there more, and just, putting our name out on the map is actually probably, like, they're really happy for us, because I don't think really much in our family is, like, done too much or to get your name out there or whatever. So I think it's just really cool that me and Pat kind of have what we have, and I think we've always just had that drive of just having fun. And I don't know, apply that to anything, just have fun and do what we love, and it'll all come with that. I don't know. Our whole family, does that. Our whole family is just amazing. Yeah. Appreciative. We all love each other, and we're all very close, and very, very thankful for that. And yeah, my brother Vinny as well is just, he's right there with us. Like, he still is just as good as us, but he's like way more, he's so core. And I think that is just like, he just does the shit because he loves it. And, I think that's just as important as what we're doing. He just loves doing what he's doing, and love that dude. So shout out Vinny. Vin dog. Need some barks in there.
Yeah, not enough barks in this episode. Man, the Fava family. Love to see it.
Wow.
Well, what's next for Joey Fobs? Joey Bags.
Film a video part definitely is on my list to do. Finish out the year right now, doing UVC, working hard, save some money.
Backlip of fucked up kink.
Yeah, backlip of fucked up kink in the streets. And I don't know, just enjoy each day we get. Take it day by day, really. That's all we can do. So, sick. Yeah.
God, it's been a pleasure, Joey. Thank you for coming on the show.
Wow.
We had a good time, man. Thank you for sharing your story. It's been a fun one. Did you have a good time?
Thank you. This is amazing. Chris, Jeremy, Danny, you guys are the shit, dude. Like, what you guys being in the seat after so many people, so many great riders, and listening to your story to being on it is truly a blessing. And I thank you for what you've done for snowboarding, Chris. And it really is so special. And I don't know, it's awesome, dude. I am very proud of you too, and to see what we all came from, and you created such a dope, beautiful life for yourself. And I think that is really awesome, dude.
Thanks, Joey.
Yeah, that's fucking cool, Chris.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that,
dude. It's awesome,
thanks,
man.
Joey.
Really awesome.
This has been
so fun.
This show has been one of those ones that's up there, man. It was a really, haven't laughed that hard in a while. So thank you for
exactly, dude.
being dipshits.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Enjoying our time. I was nervous as shit, but now it's like, damn, fuck, I can go for hours. Do this every week.
Next week, we got Joey Fava
Again.
part 2. Next Wednesday. All right.
I could jump right in.
Danny, thanks for filling in for Silk
Thanks,
D.
Danny.
Thanks, Danny.
Silk, do you think Silk is still going to have a job after this, or you think you're taking him out?
Hell no.
Give Danny the position. Sorry, Silk. Sorry, Silk.
Jeremy, pleasure.
Thank you. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
This has been insane.
And one last thing before we wrap it up. Do you want to throw out any thank yous?
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate you guys a lot. Danny, for getting me in the booth today, and just very thankful for that. And thank you to my pops. Thank you to my family, my brothers, my sisters, Dave Graves, everyone at CAPiTA Union, everyone at 32. All my aunts and uncles, all my homies, my homie Alex, my homie Ryan. Just very thankful to be where I am, and I just want to say just thank you guys, and thank you Snowboarding, and yeah, love y'all.
Heck
Hell yeah. What a show.
What a show.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I can't talk. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Also, thank you to our Patreon members for making this happen. Joe, you want to take us out? Do a little sign off? Do a sign off.
What do you do? Up and over, up and out? What is it? Up and out of the mama. Let's get it. Later.